Go. Ah! Hello. Welcome to the 9th episode of the Gunpla Test Team. My name is Reed. You know me,
Gillian.
nigga. You gonna interrupt me while I do my fucking intro? My name is Reed. You probably know me as Ham. And that rude ass nigga who just interrupted my intro. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
My name is Joey Npax, and I'm here to say, even
Psycho
Gillian
Frame
Reed
is
the best.
the narrative of the future. Every series is improved by adding Psycho Frame into it. Guys, guess what? We're changing 0080 Remastered Edition underneath the Alex's Chop Ham armor entirely Psycho Frame. It's made of crystal.
Iron-blooded Npax.
Oh.
It's all Psycho Frame.
Well, that is the series direction from here on out. Hi there, guys. I'm Neon. I'm back to being just a shoebill on a picture because I didn't want to bother switching my webcam on today.
Uh-huh.
We're very professional here.
You lazy fuck.
It does look quite dramatic on the YouTube stream, actually. It's just a circle with a shoebill in it.
Oh my god. Alright, so listen. We're here. We got a lot of problems. I'm dying.
Is that on stream or off stream?
Both. I'm just talking to the audience. We got problems. I'm dying. Everybody's dying. Neon's disconnecting. He talked bad about F90 and now he can't. He's not allowed to record anymore. So, well, we're here. And as always, we're starting off with news. There's a good amount, actually. Like an actual good news. Like not like I don't know, what's bad news?
What is bad news? Clear suits.
What would be bad news? Iron-Blooded Orphan Season 3. That would be bad news.
Don't forget about your Iron-Blooded Orphans gacha game. Please get excited.
We joke about that. Let's be fucking honest. As soon as that shit is available, all those niggas that stay in gaming are going to be playing it every day. Every day. Every day. They won't shut up about it. And that's all that channel is going to be for months.
Well,
we're going to be so sick.
Very bad.
We're going to be so sick of Space Venice. Can you believe that we've now got a series which is set in Space Venice?
And I love that it is literally just Space Venice. It's not like it's not like, ooh, we're like aping they're like, no, this is Space Venice. This is like we like Venice, but we're in space.
It's literally Venice. You can see some of the landmarks.
Nick asked, where is Hero? He's dead. ICE came and detained him earlier this week. He's not going to be back. He's in a court hearing. Does it smell just as bad as real Venice? I would hope not. Hopefully they learn not to pee in the water too much.
I can tell from my parents visiting Venice that it's a tourist nightmare. It's filled with people taking selfies on that bridge that everyone likes, and apparently it's like hell to walk anywhere.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, there's like a few places that I probably would never go just because they're huge tourist traps now.
Do you mean like what's the square in New York called? Times Square.
Oh, Times Square? Yeah, I hate being in Times Square because
there's no reason to go there anymore though.
When people don't walk fast and like you just wanna you just one and then they're out of the way. And then you can go. But,
I guess
have you ever had somebody stop, like dead stop in front of you while you're walking on the sidewalk to take a picture of a building? Just stop, just dead stop, look up, take a picture, and then you're behind them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you moving? We're getting off topic. We're already way off rails. How did we get here? Space Venice?
Space Venice. IBO Season 3.
All right. It's time for news. Where's my stuff? Here we go. All right. Thanks, Kat. Broke down my door. All right. Here we go. Where am I? Can we all see this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Top of the board. RG knew. We knew it was coming. No pun intended. Shut up. No pun intended. But, it finally got announced. It looks, it looks all right. Doesn't look bad. Wow, thanks. It looks all right, I'm not going to buy it, but it's there. Neon, I think your mic is muted again.
Yep.
There he goes. There he goes.
Oh, this is going really well.
I know.
Yeah. There was also a P Bandai set of the second set of funnels. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, it's just it's a black outline. It's just the double fin funnels.
You know what I can see under that armor that I really like?
What?
Potential.
No psycho frame.
Yeah, no psycho frame. Everybody saw the lines on the shoulders and assumed that it was going to have the separated psycho frame like the Verka.
There wasn't the psycho frame in Char's counterattack just that weird T-shaped thing floating through space.
No,
that was a sample.
They also basically, Joe, in Char's counterattack, the new Gundam they say has psycho frame around the cockpit. For the Masquerade Verka design, they decided to upgrade it so it had psycho frame in the shoulders with a splitting gimmick, just like the unicorn.
Yep.
Because we have to ruin even the best designs. You can't just let them be. We've got to slap some awful glowy stuff in it.
Yeah, because literally the new and the Zazabi are just supposed to have it around the cockpit, and that's it. It's just a control system. But yeah, I mean, the RG looks good. It's the new. It's not bad. I know Futu was he doesn't like. Let me see if I can get a good shot of it.
I am also in this boat. I think the face is so small.
Yeah, he was like the face. And let me see. I think
there aren't any good pictures of it there. There was one that was in the first draft of it.
You see this right here?
The sloping panel? Do you mean?
No, the little. Let me see if I can get a better angle of it.
Is it like a detail piece that rises up?
Yeah. It's like a little like antenna almost. Yeah, this right here.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. And
that's weird.
He was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. He kept.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a copy of the detailing that they've added onto the Masquerade XS 1.5.
What?
So it's trying to emulate that, I guess, but it's too big.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't fit.
It's way too big. Never know. They might include a piece to
cover it.
To cover it, yeah, maybe. That would be nice.
That would be nice. But yeah, otherwise it looks good. It needs some work here and there. I still think the HGUC is probably the best.
I genuinely think that HGUC new is my favorite Gunpla of all time, just from a mechanics purpose. I think that kit is perfect.
It's just solid. It's like perfectly solid. It's like anything you could give to somebody and you're going to have a good time and it's going to work and it'll do everything it's supposed to be doing.
It feels so solid, and the design. I mean, I have always said that I think new is the perfect Gundam design. I don't think it's ever going to be topped. It's not my favorite, but I think it's perfect.
Yeah. All right. Next, my favorite news. News that I couldn't be happier about.
News?
Oh God, please stop. So we got the Heisen fillet. This is like the fucking biggest news I could ever be given ever now. Like I have no soul left, and this gave me part of it back.
Just like me.
But oh god, it looks so good. It
We
looks
were all
so
very surprised at how big this thing is. It's gigantic.
because I realized there's never been a size, there's never been a height for this suit. So I never assumed it was huge. I always assumed, it's like it worked for the times, it was like as big as things of that time were. But no, this thing is like fucking master grade size.
I suppose it makes sense with all the tech that's sort of shoved into it.
Right.
But one thing I wanted to mention with it is that when I was just looking at it, and it's a design I've never really looked at before, and I was looking at it, and all I could think was Advance of Zeta XS Gundam.
Yeah,
if you look at the chest, the vents, the head.
It's very similar. Yeah. It's very similar, yeah. I can definitely see that, actually.
It's like in the chest, it has that sort of, the XS has that sort of white eye field generator cover in the middle.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. Maybe. But I really like this thing. Will I get it? Maybe. Maybe not.
This is I said it the night it got fucking announced. I'm probably gonna get at least 3 of these. At least.
Okay.
I need them. And then the other thing that I knew was coming, but I'm just happy to see it finally is a new Primrose. So
it's just
super happy about a new Primrose. You really need all that? Really? Why would you need a Hazel custom? What would you need that for? All right, then. Neon, I think you got muted again. Yep, there he goes. Like I said, people, we're a fucking mess right now.
The car is coming, though.
There we go. We're back. Little design feature I really liked, but I'd never noticed about the Primrose. The cockpit on it is exactly the same as the backpack for the Gaza Sea.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's
really
like black, like sort of elongated sphere.
I gotta see it.
Look at it. Oh, it's very similar, at least.
Yeah, I can kind of see where you're getting that from. Yeah.
Also, scroll through the transformation mode. Look at that stupid one where it's walking. Look at it.
I love it. God, there were some gems in an otherwise awful series.
Oh, my aching bones.
It looks like a fucking Zoid. It's so good.
And there's the Haman version, which is yogurt colored.
Yogurt. What is that?
Yogurt?
What is a yogurt?
Some kind of mythical Harry Potter creature, I assume.
Zephyrus in chat says, I wonder if we'll get an RG heavy weapon system. I would be delighted if they get that because...
They gotta, right?
I'm sure they will. But if they do make it, that would mean that I would go for it because, if you recall, the high grade does not have some of the features of the master grade. So it doesn't have the chest missiles.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the sub-arms, which is a real shame.
You're going to bet that's P. Bandai, though.
Oh, of course. That's fine.
That's fine.
I mean, it's fine to me, but...
Because if it's just the expansion set, so if it's just the add-on for the heavy weapon system, you could literally buy that, and you could try to mod that with a regular new, with a high grade new. And that way you don't have to purchase the whole RG for it. But yeah, so read Big Excite for AOZ stuff.
I can't believe we're actually getting AOZ stuff again. Like, what happened?
I don't know.
How did this happen?
I don't know. I really wonder what the change was. I really wonder what the change was that made them... Because for me, the thing that blew my mind about the Heisenflight was like, this was the last thing I thought they would ever make. I figured we'd get like a K-Hard 2 before this. I figured we'd get anything else before this. But this just coming, because this is a whole new design. This is basically using almost nothing from the Woundwort.
Is the Heisenflay a Woundwort base? Because I see the torso and I see the bits.
So the Heisenflay is they take the Gabfillet and then mix that with the Woundwort and the Hazel.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
So the design idea behind it is supposed to be like the Gabfillet, but with the Woundwort.
I like the idea of that. And that was a good idea for a custom. Like, imagine a Woundwort with like Gabfillet claw feet. That'd be good.
That would be nice.
And the long rifle instead of the awful Theodine rifle.
What's wrong with the Theodine rifle?
Why's it got two big prongs on it?
So he can hook you. So he can go fishing.
Anyway, that's
okay. Next. If it loads, there we go. Maganac time.
I'm not excited enough about the first Maganac to want 44 of them.
You don't have to buy 44 of them. You can just buy 2 of them.
There's no middle ground, Ham. You know that with me. If they released a Leon Kennedy set.
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You know, the Leon Kennedy. Neon's going to be gone again.
Yeah. If they released a big Leo box prior to them releasing P Bandai Leos, I probably would have gotten it. But
yeah, but who wants a big Leo box? Nobody. But you know who wants Maganacs? Everybody.
How can I argue with that logic?
I'm so excited for the big arm version. And look at the one with the hat. Look at how good that rifle is as well.
Yeah, that rifle's fucking awesome. Well, the thing is, right, and this is what upsets me. I love this rifle, but I also like this rifle right here.
Yeah, that's really solid.
But that's in the fucking 36 set, and I'm not buying 36.
No one's going to buy the 36 set.
I'm not buying 36 Maganacs. It's not happening.
Is that a challenge?
This does worry me in a way, because going forward, it makes me wonder if they're going to try this kind of thing with any other stuff, and if there will be any more exclusive lock behind, like ridiculous kit releases.
Let's hope not. Cause that's kind of crazy. Like, I like the idea behind it. Like, it's kitschy. It's like oh yeah, you could buy the entire Maganac core. That's cool. It's but like, I don't know. Like, don't put
who realistically, who is going to buy 40 Maganacs?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. There's a couple freaks, and we have a few in chat, and one with us right now that would buy something like this.
Have you seen that guy who bought like 40 Barzams and he's got a Barzam head on?
Yeah, that's great. I love that. That's the kind of energy that I resonate with.
If I just liked them a little more, I would absolutely justify that. Somehow.
I'm amazed that you don't like the Maganac. I really like the Maganac. I like it more than the Leo.
I like them.
Damn right, I like
what they are.
Damn right, I like this more than the Leo. Ugh.
I'm quite surprised there's not one with like a giant heat hawk.
We'll just make it. Like,
you know what would have swung me? You know what would have made me want backup dancers? Fat Sandrock.
Oh, the armadillo.
Yeah, if there was an armadillo, I would have wanted it.
Probably get that soon anyway. We're getting the new Sandrock anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Although it won't be using that design, so armadillo won't fit on it.
Ah, that's right. Damn.
We were also getting that. What's that weird sword thing for the? Oh, here's where I get in trouble because I don't know anything about women.
Big sword.
You know what I mean? The master grade one. Big sword on a wire.
You mean the Chanel?
Maybe? I don't know what it's called.
The one they just released, the P Bandai with the big sword on a wire?
That's the one I mean.
Yeah,
well, because that's a Glory of Losers design. So maybe if that gets a kit, then other stuff from Glory of Losers might.
That would be excellent. But here I am just wanting Mercurius and Bay 8 still. But you know what? A year ago, I was like, I want a Leo, and Ham's like, fuck you. They're never gonna release a Leo.
That was more than a year ago. That kit came out like at the start of last year.
All right. Well, time flies when you're not finishing customs.
And building Leos.
Building Leos.
Anyway, on to our next bit of news. What's going on?
The stinkiest suit to be announced.
Boo.
Oh, it's
What? You don't love the F90 Neon? You don't love the F90 from your favorite series?
God, I hate F90. I hate F90 so much. F90 is like the epitome for me of like boring middle 90s designs. Because there's a entire like lineup of bad MSV designs, not just for this, but there's also ones that go with F91, and they're all awful. And for some reason, they went for this design where like they just slap stuff on, like missiles and radomes and things, and they're all just like glued onto the joints, and it's awful. And F90 is like that compressed into a series.
What I don't like about F90 is that it's a less interesting F91, and it doesn't look. It looks like they pulled it out of the 90s, even with the kit design.
I can agree with that first bit.
The kit design is a nicely updated version. They're doing the best. They're doing a lot with their with very little. Nick says he's hoping for a Neo Gundam, and Neo Gundam is the only design from F90 that I like. I think it's from F90. Have you guys seen Neo Gundam?
I will look just now. What is a Neo Gundam?
Neon Gundam.
I can't wait.
No, it's cool. It's good.
RX 99. So black.
It does actually have a black version. Ugh.
Look at him smile at you.
You've got the worst picture possible. You've got an Okawara line art version of it. Scroll down a bit. Its gimmick is it has a massive gun.
Great.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Jesus.
And the rifle combines with core fighter mode if you keep scrolling through it.
Where? What?
There you go. It's on the kit.
I don't think they even want to show me. They think it's so bad that they don't want to.
It's literally there.
Where? Oh.
Look on the picture of the kit.
Oh, wow. That's awful. Wow. That's horrible. That is unacceptable.
Why even have a mobile suit at that point?
Whoa, what's this?
Just send it in bats covered in guns.
Look at how stupid this core fighter looks.
That core fighter is cool.
Neon is already that corny dad.
He's flying at a 90-degree angle.
It can only
look so eager to please.
It can only move laterally.
Matt says that the AFX on the shoulder stands for After Effects. Is that true?
Oh my, please no. There's no way.
I imagine designed in Adobe After Effects.
You know what, though? I'm going to be honest.
It probably is.
It probably does. I mean, remember F91 is Formula 91. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Of baby milk.
What?
I'm not even going to get it.
Also, why hasn't the picture for Unit 2 loaded up? Load up Unit 1.
Unit 2 is right here.
No, I'm saying load up Unit 1.
Oh, yeah, black?
Yeah, look at that. Award-winning design colors.
And they wonder why I say don't paint your Gundams black.
Can we address this?
Neo Gundam is down with the sickness.
Unit 1's core fighters equipped with Neo Psycomu system obtained from the Bush concern.
That's the thing. That's the thing in Unicorn.
What is this? What is this?
Yeah, I think they turn into SNRI. They make all the crossbone stuff.
Oh yeah.
Push Junk Inc.
Bush. Oh my god. Bush Aerodynamics. Oh yeah.
dear.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
They made all the Crossbone Vanguard stuff.
All the
okay.
all the good Crossbone Vanguard stuff. This
What's
is
the
like
worst?
this is a list of the only good stuff to come out of Crossbone. Also, click on that Vigna Zero. This is what I mean by bad F90 MSV, the Tigra version. If you go back one,
Go back one.
yeah, go back a page.
Oh.
Vigna Zero.
Oh no, here, it's right here. It's right here.
Oh yeah, this is what I mean by bad
Oh,
F91
wow.
MSV.
What is this?
Just stuff slapped together.
That looks like it has a whole Zeta Gundam on its arm.
Speaking of that, have you seen the worst F90? The plunge type.
I don't even want to know what the fuck it. We're
I
here.
want to know what the plunge
Fuck it. We're here.
That's the only good F90 design.
Yes,
and it's from
agreed.
Crossbone.
Agreed. This is the one good thing that came out of Crossbone was this F90. I like that F90. But let's see oh god. Oh, this is the 2 though. Where's the 1?
For your information, viewers at home, F90 is getting a full remake manga. Now, part of F90's charm, and I use that with air quotes, is that they created a design pack for every letter of the alphabet. And it's important to note that with this new system, they introduced a full alphabet of it. So finally, they've revealed all of the designs aside from N. There he is. There's the plunge type.
He's a
Wow. Let's see his MA mode. I want to see what he does.
It looks even worse.
He falls down.
It is truly the porcupine's dilemma. He put his little wing shield so that nobody could get close and see.
I thought you were meaning hedgehog dilemma. He hurts. He fears hurting others, so he cannot get close to them.
What did I say? I was quoting Evangelion on purpose so we could get back.
This is the worst fucking thing I've ever. This is.
I like this little 2-frame slideshow. He woke. He sleep.
I don't know how to. Why?
Because F90.
Like, I guess it's for like atmospheric reentry or something.
It is. Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, it's so ugly. Oh my god.
To reentry into your heart.
F90 was a fucking mistake.
Anyway.
Well, wait.
Okay.
That's some
so
right there.
This is what I mean about things being slapped on. So if you go down to the Radome version, so this is another new thing. This kit is entirely made of things that I should really like. So you got like a weird sort of elongated rifle. I should like that. You've got a giant disc Radome. I love that. You've got mono eyes on the legs. I love that. And yet it's all slapped together so much that I hate it.
Yo, that's the thing it uses when it's waiting on the side of the road to catch other fucking Gundams speeding. That's not a gun, is it?
Oh, what is this?
I like it a lot.
Oh, no.
Everyone's like, how do I make my custom UX suit? You buy that P Bandai set and slap that on. There you go.
Because and do you know what the name of this is?
What?
This is the Destroyed pack.
Oh god. Oh.
Not Destroy pack, not Destroyed pack. DSTROID.
Like asteroid?
Yes. Asteroid designer.
The little front skirt thing. That's kind of cool.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's terrible.
Why is that terrible?
And have you seen at the back? It's got like little pylons so it can lean.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow.
He lean.
The pinnacle of Okawara designs.
And these are cleaned up versions as well. This is like someone was like, we need to salvage this, guys. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at him fucking. Look at him use his kickstand so he can stay up.
It's the Fat Joe Gundam.
Oh dear. Poor F90.
If you push him over, he can't get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
All right. Last bit of news. It's nothing crazy. Just we're getting an age reprint in July. So, right now they're just saying it's the Gundams, but I can only assume we'll probably get more than that. They'll probably start doing a lot more because they're re-airing Age on TV in Japan.
Boo.
Why are you boo? You've never even watched. Oh no, you have. Never mind. You have watched it.
I watched about 4 episodes and didn't like it very much.
Yeah.
Also, Sky says look up F90 ADS. I don't know what that is.
I don't know that I want to.
This is now an F90 stream.
Yep. How do we always end up talking ADS? What is this?
Put it into Google.
Yeah, it's probably new.
Oh, it's a kit.
Oh, what is this? Oh,
It's a kit.
It's tiny AF.
oh. What is this?
Oh.
Oh,
I see. So it's free of the main packs like put together.
oh, that's terrible. That's just the worst. Also, look at this face. A face only a mother could love.
Isn't that from Henry's review?
Probably, right?
Also, if you look, those are those wire mesh vents that Okawara really likes.
I don't like its high cheekbones.
They concern me.
Do they bush concern you?
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Oh wow,
We have another guest rejoining us on the podcast.
do we?
This is like a it's like a strike. What's the full strike? Perfect strike before perfect strike.
Perfect strike, yeah. Oh, it looks a little better designed like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's somebody took their time to redesign.
I, for one, am suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Everyone, this is our friend. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Tenegrape on the Discord channel, also known as Ben. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
He only builds robot dogs.
He even sent me a robot dog.
I just have a penchant for it.
All right.
Well, that's the news, I guess.
So besides, so it's just age reprint, something nice. I know that'll be hopefully they'll reprint the whole line. I'd be really happy about that.
I'm still seeing kits pop up occasionally that I'd never heard of, like the Age Razor. I'd never seen that one before.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not. That one's a
additional pack for the Age 1.
Yeah, it's a magazine kit.
Yeah, that's been out forever. I've bought like 5 of those.
I'd never seen it on a shelf. And like things get reissued sparingly sometimes, but I've never seen that one once.
Do you remember when Dragon Momoko made the Age what was the Age 1 Titus cannon? Do you remember that?
Shoot its fists across the sky.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
Dragon Momoko just made a kit bash and released it as a buyable kit.
Oh, I remember this. Wow, this is really old. I remember this.
This is something you can buy. They decided we're going to release the Titus
Totally
with 2
non-existent.
cannons.
That's nice.
That's a thing you can
I like
buy.
the little spikes too.
I like those fists better than the original ones.
I think that's a custom. The one with the white background is the proper one.
It's riding the fucking.
It's green with spikes on the shoulder.
What is it? But yeah, okay, I like that. I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. All right, it's time. Wait 1 second. It's time.
Yeah, just pull that shit up. Oh, amazing.
All right.
At least it wasn't the private browser.
The private browser has other things in it. All right. So let me get off share. Did I turn my camera off?
Oh, only other thing. Also, while the age kits are being reprinted, the P Bandai line from Origin is also being reprinted, or at least the first half of it. So if you were in the mood for a Gundiver, or if you were in the mood for the high mobility type Zaku, no, that's not right. The one from 0083's intro, you can now get them for a cheaper price than scalper prices.
Good. I don't care.
That IBO P Bandai reissue. That'll be nice.
Nobody wants IBO anymore, Joe. It's been 2 years. You don't get IBO anymore.
I do.
You get Advance of Zeta. That's the new wave.
And more
It's like
build
fashion.
divers.
It'll take 4 years.
More build divers, hooray.
Guess what, Neon? When we have more build divers, you're going to love it.
Ugh.
You're going to have to watch it every week.
Ugh.
And it's going to be about Riku and Sarah's AI love child. I can't even finish that sentence.
Siku?
Yes.
Siku.
Oh.
Oh boy, I can't wait. Yeah, Sarah Mark II.
And the animation will go even lower in quality.
Man,
It'll
I've
look
been
like
rewatching.
dessert.
So I've been rewatching Divers. And
Why?
Because it's dubbed on Funimation, so I was like, let me watch the dub. And I like having something in the background
He
to
likes pain.
it's not that bad.
I
I
like
like having something in
It's
the background when
pretty bad.
and build. But episode 0, the prologue, I forgot how good that episode was.
It was so
Amazing.
I think it wouldn't have been as bad if Diver's prologue hadn't been so good.
Yeah, it set us up for
Right. It set up unrealistic expectations of the rest of the anime.
Like that bit when the Zuda shot through a colony wall,
dude.
and it had the Thunderbolt big gun.
That whole scene where Rommel's second in command holds Kyoya down and is like, fucking take the shot. And they zoom over to a Sniper 1 custom Zuda.
Slowly lighting up in the darkness.
It's so good. It's so good. And it really hurts because you're like, damn, why couldn't I like the thing is right. I like Divers. I didn't hate Divers. It wasn't anything that I hated. But man, if Divers had been all like the prologue, we would have probably had a better series than fucking Build Fighters, honestly.
Neon didn't like us talking about Divers.
Between Divers and the F90, Neon can't take this anymore.
Also,
bring the condo kids.
For chat, we were talking about F90, and before we mentioned that F90s has every letter in the alphabet assigned to a pack except N, which I think is going to be for new type. So it's going to have loads of Psycho Frame slats in it. And I started coughing so badly that I had to drop out of the chat for a while.
I like to think that every time Neon disconnects from the chat, he does like a little tantrum before coming back in.
Because I
gotta get it all out of the system.
I'm thinking so much about Unicorn 04 Penelope.
Oh! Don't say that ever again.
You know it's coming.
Please.
You know it. It can't be helped.
Don't
You're
do
gonna
that.
buy a resin kit from some African prince saying that he wants to give you his inheritance.
That actually happened.
Neon gets scared by Nigerian princes all the time. They tell him they've got rare kits. And all he has to do is send them a money order in the Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. It's whip and finish suit time for those of us on the podcast.
Yeah.
What have you
Oh,
done?
crap.
Tenta, you're first, man. What you been working on?
I guess there's the Jinx.
Okay.
Do you have any picks?
Yeah, go grab it, man. No, show us
Yeah,
live.
that GNX is looking good.
Yeah, he's putting way
It's in a
more
separate room entirely.
into an old high grade than anyone should feel the need to. But it's actually giving back positive results.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And the mods are pretty easy, so if anyone's working on the Jinx anytime soon, give me a heads up and I'll snap some pics.
A lot of them are like quality of life changes. It's going to end up looking like a real grade Jinx.
Right. I
do
gave
you-
it some torso action and stuff like that.
How do you feel about those Jinx leg seams?
Oh my
The leg seams actually aren't too bad.
You are lying to us. Those seams
Well,
are
I mean,
awful. If
I
you want to
guess-
preserve the sharpness of that curve, it is a nightmare.
So the thing is,
You don't
right?
have to, though.
No, but I want to.
Because we had this conversation. The leg, because what, 3 of us now have done those leg seams.
Yeah.
They fucking suck. I hate them. They're the most inconvenient seams I've ever had to deal with on a kit.
Because it's
And
right at the tip.
And I remember I did it. I got him to look okay. And then you know what I said? I'm done with this. It took everything out of me just to get the leg seams right. And I was like, I don't want it anymore. I'm done. Put it away. Put it away.
There is the perfect boy, the Jinx 4. I absolutely love the Jinx 4.
I'm just admiring it. It's so nice.
You know what's even more perfect than the regular Jinx 4? Jinx 4 Commander, which has the 2 bazookas. Oh, it's good.
All right, don't nut too hard, Neon.
Oh, you know what's even better? Have you guys seen the ELS Jinx 4? Let me find a
With all the,
picture of it.
Cookie bits?
No, the one with the gigantic GN drive.
I want to see
Oh,
that.
because
the
of
L's
the
one where
cookie
it
bits.
extends all the way out
Yeah,
like a
let me
pinhead.
find it. It is actually kind of a cool design, actually, but it's so weird.
I mean, listen, it's go figure, right? It's fucking weird. Go figure.
That's where they stuck like the business end of a Jinx lance over with the G and drive is.
Don't you mention a Jinx lance on stream, or it'll be destroyed instantly.
I don't mind Zupis.
1 second.
They look like the Estrella ones, but like with 1/10 of the detail.
1 second. I just gotta rummage through my little
Rubbery masses.
look. I found it.
Are you pulling out your broken thing?
Yeah, the Jinx lance that fell apart
Nice.
on stream that I did nothing to. I touched it and it broke. The whole handle snapped off. The tip snapped in half. It was just like, I can't win. I really
Gave up on you. Like you
Yeah.
gave up on the Jinx.
I mean, listen, he had it coming. Wow, there's a lot of shit in this box. What is this shit? The fuck?
So back on the topic, I guess I've got that Jinx 2 sword that I'm working on. And then I've got what's that one age custom?
Oh, the Thielva?
Yeah. I need to actually get around to seam line removal and painting that. But that's pretty much done too.
I don't even.
So, who's
What
next?
happened to the GN Archer? What happened to that?
Shut up. Who's next?
Happened to half the things that Tenta's ever working on.
Shut your mouth. I have needs. I have obligations.
I'll go next because I don't think the other two have anything to share.
I'm doubting about.
I'm working on the GM Quell Bluebell unit. It's meant as a support unit to give. It's it's tipping over.
I was literally about to say it'd be really funny if it fell right off your face right now. Into a million pieces.
The idea is that it's supposed to give grunt suits the edge on more powerful mobile suits. It's
I think it looks fantastic.
like the IBO Catan unit, It's that kind of premise where you sit in it and it gives you output in propulsion. It gives you big weapons, and I like it a lot. Plus,
You know what?
I like the GM Quell, and I thought
The Air Force Ones it's got on are amazing.
What's that?
Pap just said that in chat. It's got Air Force Ones on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna dunk. It's gonna have a purple Puma suit when it's done.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I really love this custom, and his shoes too big, which look fantastic. I want to make 3 comments about it. First, I think it's fantastic design. Second, it reminds me a bit of the Solomon Express designs. Thirdly, for some reason, it reminds me of Patrick Boyvin's Battle Station.
the gaming cube.
The GameCube.
What?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
So you know Pat from Two Best Friends Play?
Now he's MODOK.
He bought like this big cube thing that sits and encases him in a keyboard and a mouse. It's the worst looking thing I've ever seen.
It's a gaming iron lung. Yeah. So
It includes a catheter.
the last with this gun, with this thing, I was kind of tweaking the guns because they're kind of a big part of the design, and I wanted to come up with a design I liked. So I went with just I'm basing it off the GM Sniper 3's sniper rifle. But next time I sit down with it, I'm going to go back to designing the body of it, because it's actually going to have a middle section that goes around, and that's where I'll house the stabilizers and the backpack whenever I get around to that. So this project I started knowing I was going to be working on it for a long time, so I take breaks from it occasionally to do other stuff. But I'm having fun with it. I think
Looks good.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I think it'll be a pretty good, believable AOZ.
We shall see about that.
Yeah, I know.
Nice
If it
rip
gets Ham's
off of
approval.
nice rip off of the Seraph, Joe.
Yeah, pretty much. And I built this, and it's not very posable, but preparation is amazing. And rebuild of Evangelion is great, and if you haven't watched it, you should.
Do you want to be fucking kicked off this podcast right now?
What are we?
I'm just sat here simmering away in anger.
Okay, but what if I take that sniper rifle and put it on a Gundam?
It looks so wrong.
Yeah,
Like just incorrect.
I like it.
You know what it does actually look like? Kotobukiya has this like this design for. Oh, here it is. In fact, it's one of the frame arms. I'll just post it in chat. There we go. In the Discord, even it reminds me a lot of that.
Huh.
Here, guys, I have my 1 second. I have my new whip, exclusively for the podcast. I just broke it. Everything I touch breaks. I picked it up and it just stopped.
Let us see the pieces.
Yo, oh my god. I have like the worst fucking luck. Look, it's my new whip. Look at him. He's powerful.
Why are you building that?
Huh?
Why are you building that?
I'm not building anything. I found this under my desk.
I thought you were serious.
You know what's worse about what I
Like
broke?
normal people find socks. Hams finds like full kits.
That's like that Gabflay custom that I found in the bin.
That's right. You just find stuff like that. But so I broke the handle on this, and I was actually gonna use this for my custom, so I have to fix it now. And so I gotta stop touching Gunpla when I'm on this podcast. Because every time I do it, I break something or I lose a piece.
This cursed boy.
You're damn right about that. Cursed is the least of it. Technically, I do have a whip, but it's downstairs and I have no pictures. I just finished painting the Barzam this morning,
Oh, nice.
and now it's just the same colors as Neon Zeku, which is fine. The colors work.
Does it have the
I'll see.
gradient
I have
as
a
well?
theory, though.
No gradient.
I have a theory that when Ham goes to look at it again, it'll actually be in Titan blue.
I'm sure it will be, because at this point, I've never picked a blue that doesn't somehow end up looking like some shade of Titan's blue. And at this point, I'm over it. I'm just over it. Nothing. I'm not allowed to build any different. If it's blue, it's Titan's blue. That's it. You know.
For those of you watching the podcast, Ham's bought like 5 or 7 different shades of Vallejo blue.
Yes. Yeah.
And they've all turned out to be Titan's blue, like the exact same shade.
They just mislabel the bottles. And
pretty much. Just
every time for me. Every time. And all the dark blues are purple. And, and it's just, like, I really don't win. I never win. It's just, I assume it's some sick joke.
It's working out fine, though.
Huh?
Titan's colors work on everything.
I mean, they do, but like sometimes I'm trying to like change it up, and I was literally downstairs painting, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something different with this. Okay, this blue looks really nice. Let me do this, and I sprayed it, and it was the same color as the Barzan's plastic, and I was just like, fuck it. Fuck it. That's it. I was just like, all right, I guess I can't have anything.
You know what's better than Titan's blue though? New Design's blue.
Well, that's what I have on the Barzam.
Excellent. They actually do canonically use Barzam as well, so that's fine.
Yes, it's very appropriate. I was thinking about that today when I was finishing. I was like, oh, huh.
They use them in Moon, which links perfectly into our next section.
Look at that segue.
Dun. Let me share my screen. Oh shit. Let me share.
Don't share that.
So
here we go. It time for Moon.
Did you just close the tab? Oh.
No. Moon time. So design splurge this week. Moon Gundam. We couldn't decide on something. Pap said Ipe Gyobu, and we were like, well, we already did that. So then I was like, okay, well, let's just do fucking Moon. Fuck it. We'll just do Moon. So we're doing Moon.
I like Vegeta.
I have mixed feelings about the redesign of the Jetta. I have mixed feelings about this suit. I love the top half. I think the top half is great and it's going somewhere. The legs should have been round like the fucking Jagan.
I agree.
I completely disagree, though.
I also really don't like the rifle. I really don't like the rifle.
I like the rifle, but I think the leg should have been rounder.
You know what it needs? It needs that awful Jagan rifle.
No, it doesn't. Oh my god! Of all the things it doesn't need, it's also the one thing. I wonder if they have it here. If they have the back shot of it, they don't. Did you see the backpack?
It has diamond.
So it's the Mark II backpack, but square. It's like they built it out of boxes. And it's really, really weird. Let me see. Because I tagged you in it, but that's far back, and I don't feel like trying to find it now. But it's not great. It's not the best.
I mean,
but
it's not bad, though.
If a kit came out, I would take it, give it a traditional Mark II backpack, and then give it Jagan legs, and then I'd be happy. Because otherwise, I'm digging it.
Face, really though? It looks like the K-Sith from G-Reco.
Yeah, I mean,
Almost.
everything. That's the curse of Ipe Yobu, is that everything he's making is like, man, that just looks like G-Reco. It looks like G-Reco, or it looks like IBO.
Right. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Testing.
But that head
Yes,
just
I
looks
can hear you.
Can you hear me, guys?
strange.
Okay. So I was trying to say before that the one very interesting thing about it is that the shoulders seem to borrow very heavily from the D type, and in
And there he goes.
There he goes.
On
Damn it.
Chatham,
Brexit.
Tom or Slide says you're square.
Yeah, and he's not here, and he doesn't build anymore, and he only plays gotcha games. So does his opinion really matter?
it's like
That's a point.
Schrodinger's cat. It's like it might be there, it might not be. We don't know. Anyway,
You?
so the thing with the D-type shoulders is that halfway through the story, the Rick DJ ammo suit gets its shoulders blown off, and it gets a repair version with the Jedda's shoulders.
Uh-huh. Oh, he died again. He died again. Oh my
No,
god.
that was that. I just finished all my interesting trivia. It's just a
Oh.
repair Rick DJ.
All right, next, the Dag doll.
That was so you were so uninterested in that you just moved on to the next topic.
You're certainly right about that. Because we're moving on to a better suit.
Because I absolutely love the Dag doll. I think it is a phenomenal design.
The only thing about the Dag doll, right? I love it, but this is skirting the line for UC 91. This looks like he could have literally put this in G-Reco and it would not be out of place.
What is it?
So the Dag doll is a suit that is designed from the Game Hulk. It's basically like it's the Game Hulk sort of all-range attack tech squashed down into a Sazabi, and it also uses part from the Arjaja. It also has that I don't think you can see in this picture. It has this beam sword that's for cutting ships in half, and it folds out like a gigantic bayonet. You can also see on the back skirt is from the Rehais.
Dude, oh god, I love it so much. This is such a cool design. And you forgot that you forgot to mention the backpack has the mono eye track.
It has the mono eye track that I absolutely love, and it doesn't have just one mono eye. It has 3 mono eyes sort of skating around on it. It looks fantastic.
It's so cool. It's such a cool new type suit.
And not only that, the pilot meditates with the suit in a meditating pose. They both meditate together. It's fantastic.
Ugh. This is one of those ones. This is why I'm kind of hoping that next year they're going to announce Moon Gundam as an anime.
I'd love that, but I would also sort of not love it, because part of the reason I like Moon so much is that it's really obscure and no one really knows what it's about. But also because I feel like the animation team at the moment is so poor that it wouldn't do it justice.
I'm going to be honest. You know what they need to get? They just need to bring the entire team from G-Reco back in.
Oh, I would like that. That would be good.
Imagine just the G-Reco team comes in. It's a good story, but with G-Reco quality animation and design.
That would be nice.
That would pretty much make me the happiest boy. I would love this. Would probably be one of my favorite animated Gundams if they did that.
Because I mean, Moon has got some silly stuff in it. Like Yuta throws a spear and it disables the Theta Plus, which we'll get around to later.
What?
We've also got the stuff like the Vargil not working, so the pilot cuts off the grenade rack, throws it at the Theta Plus, and it explodes.
We have the G doors.
The G doors, the Psycho Mark IV. I think this is really interesting. I love this design.
For me, what gets me the most is the idea that once again, the Titans were still around, 3 years after they lost? And they were like, yo, we're going to fucking get you guys this time. We got We spent all our money making this.
Well, here's what's interesting, because I heard some people saying, "Oh, it's not like a Psycho Gundam," but the thing with the Psycho Gundam is that it's sort of mind controlled. It's just all of the tech from that squashed down into into a Mark II.
Which I like. I feel like that's the theme too, because obviously you have we just got off the Dag doll, which is the game all squashed down, and now you have the Mark IV, which is the Psycho squashed down. Oh, here, Tenta sent me the sword for the Dag doll.
Sky, the funnel rack. Sky's correct in chat.
Ooh,
it froze the funnel rack.
Look at that.
That's
a
the
beautiful sword.
That's great.
That's so cool.
It makes
So
no sense, but
as far as I can tell,
awesome.
it's for cutting battleships in half, which is ridiculous and also very cool.
It's for slicing the cheddar.
Oh, and then also, this is the back of the fucking Jetta,
and it's not bad.
I'm not huge on it.
It's just got sharper angles.
Nah, bro, it looks so weird.
You're just saying that because it's got weird butt boxes.
Yeah. Can't it just
the
have
backpack is fine, though.
Yeah. So G doors is great. Oh, that's more on the G doors. Ooh, look at that.
Look at that Mark II rifle.
Yo, I never noticed that. Oh, that's so cool.
It's just the Mark II's rifle.
Oh man, dude, I really like the Mark IV. The Mark IV is so cool. I'd take a kit of this.
It'd probably be really expensive though, with all of the Psycho plates.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Ooh, Medusa.
We're on to the Medusa, which they don't have the proper line art for, but basically it's a transforming hammer. I'm not huge on it for a couple of reasons. First, because it doesn't have any legs. It has arms as legs. The second reason then is that it's the grunt suit of the series so far.
What?
The Moon Gundam just sort of like it's got these really I can't tell if it's stupid or if it's really cool or if it's both. Where the Moon Gundam attaches the Psycho plates to its arms like Kinexia's GN blade, and it basically throws all the Medusas down onto the ground and sort of like starts smashing them. Essentially, it's kind of stupid, but it's kind of amazing. But I'm not huge on it. I think it's not as interesting as the Hammer at all. The mobile armor mode's cool though.
Medusa's a weirdo. Jesus,
it's really weird.
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's got a eye field in that second head. So basically, like the idea is that it uses the eye field to make a core around the body, and then the beam arms, the incom arms fly off, and they move away from the beam barrier, so it shoots while protecting its main body.
It's unique, at least.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Futu says
that's weird.
Futu says it is stupid.
All right.
That's just because it's not a titty fig.
Oh yeah, the Medusa's fucking weird, man.
It is weird, and also the pilots have this very strange head, like helmet on, which like, in fact, it's very much like the Seed ones where it only shows their eyes. It's weird.
Okay,
that doesn't count.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
Vargil
just
with Gundam head.
Can't believe they used that.
The Gym 3.
Howard Gym 3.
I like that. Good. That looks great.
This is the only time the Gym 3 has ever looked good.
That's much better than the original.
It's just a cool, sharp, slightly bulkier Gym 3, and it looks great.
With a
visor.
It's got junk in all the right places.
So fun thing about this, the Gym 3 powered team in the pilots of it in Moon all hate the Theta Plus pilot because they think she's incompetent.
I like this. Now I'm interested in Moon.
Ooh, what's this? Was ist das? Oh no, it got worse. Oh, took the visor off. Oh, no, go back.
Hi, Thugway.
This naked head, a shiny baldness.
This
It's
visor,
the Jigen ecosystem or visor thingy, right?
it's similar, but it's not exact.
Okay.
It only has 2 little lenses.
But
I've noticed that the Equus visor has been appearing everywhere recently because in everyone's favorite series, Valpurgis, they added a Nemo with that, with the visor on.
Is it another play on Midsummer Night's Dream?
Unfortunately, not. It's just a
Aw.
nice Nemo.
yeah, but man, this is great. Oh, gross.
Where's Blaze? We're talking about the Gym 3.
The Vargil.
Look at him, non-working boy, doesn't function.
It's a Suzabi that I like.
Yeah, because he's thin and he's tall.
Thin, tall, and it doesn't work.
The
It
best.
looks like a beetle.
It also doesn't last long. The Theta Plus like burns half its face off.
Wow.
And then Yuka, who's the character, he gets caught by its hand and he starts kicking it because he thinks it's a demon.
Oh my god. All
Oh,
right.
that's right. Moon Gundam has like a tribe of uncivilized people, right?
It
Yeah,
does.
Moon-
And you know what? It Double Zeta did it and it was really annoying and awful. Moon does it and they're genuinely really interesting.
Next, the RS Georgia.
It's a good boy.
You know what's fucked up? This is upsetting because this is almost part of this is what I wanted to do for the thing that I'm doing for the GBWC.
Gotta work faster, man.
Well,
Futi
this-
says Moon Gundam equals crossbone.
honestly,
Oh.
I'm probably this is a good photo. I'm probably gonna steal some stuff from this now. Like I might do the radome on the thing. I was already gonna do the capped spikes and the different.
Yeah, they look nice.
The
Yeah.
beam saber holder is amazing. Like, you could totally use the new
Oh, I
silver
didn't know about
bullet
that.
coming out.
Oh,
I just assumed it had the same sort of bayonet style as the Jar Jar.
Fully
That's really
deployable beam saber off the wrist.
Oh yeah, it turns one of the gauntlets in. It turns the gauntlets into
Yep.
that. Ooh, that gives me ideas. Oh wow, this is great. Okay.
Thank you, Moon Gundam.
Seriously, Moon has been so good for designs.
Everything looks good. It's just the
Oh,
story.
look at it.
And hit. Now we're talking.
Oh, look at it. Oh my god,
The Theta Plus is fantastic.
look at this fucking thing, bro.
You know,
So what's the
I
history
would.
behind this?
So the Theta Plus is I think it's a sideline between the full armor Double Zeta, like the series one, and it uses tech from the Double Zeta, and it was I think I'm assuming it's an attempt at mass production Double Zeta that they abandoned. But yeah, what a solid design! Absolutely
It's
incredible.
almost like the XS.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good design.
And the greatest compliment you could pay to this is that it wouldn't look anywhere near out of place in Sentinel.
No, not
Yeah.
at all. Not
Especially
at all.
with that gun.
Yeah, it's got the radome. It's got like it's almost the phases. Excuse me, the fat. So, that's apparently how you pronounce it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's pronounced fats.
Oh no.
With a sharp Z.
No, with a TS. It's very strange.
Fats Gundam.
Yeah, that's the one. I love the visor as well. You don't see many of the visor styles that the Hyakushiki has. And Fata Plus brought it back, and it's good. It sits it.
This is such a good design. It's stupid how good this design is. And then we're on to another good one right after too. The fucking Rick DJ. Oh God. I love the Rick DJ.
Also starts the series using the Zeta's Hyper Mega Bazooka.
Dude.
But then then a Barzam shoots it.
The
Which
one,
I think is the only thing that a Barzam has ever done.
dude,
Besides die and
it's so
get
good.
evaded.
It's such a good Amuro suit.
It's a really good Amuro suit. And the interesting thing is that the main body isn't changed, I don't think, at all. Neither are the arms, really, but the difference that changing the legs and the head makes is incredible. And getting rid of those weird fin radiators is really nice.
Yeah.
It still has them though, doesn't it?
No, it has the Rick Diaz style binders.
Yeah, but the gray parts between them.
Oh, it does. It does have very small little fins. I'd not noticed that.
Downsize them if I remembered right.
That makes a difference.
Let's see. Oh, Neon's favorite.
So this thing is really cool as well, following the theme. These ones, there is an L and an R, but they're just mirrored. This thing has a really interesting ability where it has basically with the what were they called? The Gaz L and R. The original ones were those shiny ones with the lances.
Yeah, the Gaz LNR.
At least
So-
his P-band does.
Which RP Pandas, yeah. So they had an ability where they could combine the beam sabers on the back to form like a twin beam saber. The Gazelle Grau has that as well, but then it throws it like a beam boomerang on a wire.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
kind of stupid, but it's kind of amazing at the same time.
Oh.
But yeah, just another really, really solid design. And the basically this, the Gazelle, the Gazar, and the RS Jar Jar are part of the Neo Zeon team that's escorting Minerva. And they all hate the Theta Plus pilot for some reason. I think they just don't like new types.
Yeah, probably. You know, Federation people are like that.
Oh no, they're Xeon.
Oh, there's Xeon?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at him. Look at him go. He's great.
So solid. That rifle is really nice as well. It's quite an unusual design. I don't know what it's sort of inspired by, but it's very good.
It looks almost like the rifle from the Galgu Giger.
Oh, I suppose it does, doesn't it? Kind of.
The
Yeah, kind of.
line barrel.
Which would make sense because the Jar Jar is based on the Gelgoog.
Yeah.
Also, interesting trivia: the Vargil was blue when it was first introduced, and then they changed it to purple. I don't know why.
It's like a royal blue. It's close to purple. All right.
Good suits, though.
Yeah. Good
Someone already
suit.
did a Gazelle growl, right?
You said what?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's just
They added
the missile pods on the
additional
other shoulder.
Right.
So I think that's about Moon covered. I'm really looking forward to the next part of this series. If you haven't downloaded it yet, Xeonic Scanlations has Volume 1 completely translated, which takes you up to the bit when... it's kind of weird. It's the G-Door's head is just like drifting in space, and it's basically like, there's like this big battle going on between the Federation and Xeon, and the psycho parts of the G-Door's head is picking up everyone's thoughts, and it's like bouncing them round to people on opposite sides. It's very interesting.
All right. So, next, it is main topic time. What were we doing?
No one knows.
We're gonna talk about Trigun.
Yeah, we're talking about Trigun. Main topic, we're talking about Trigun. We're a Trigun podcast now, guys.
And then next month will be Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I heard my name.
What does that mean, even? What is
Neon Genesis means it's a bad translation of New Start Evangelion.
I like it even more now.
It's like it means like about sort of like a new future, like the end of the series.
That's wow. That's wow. That's a really
But it's
bad.
it's a bad translation.
Instrumentality is already terrible. I mean,
I have more important news right now. Death Stranding is about being connected but to the internet, but disconnected from the real world, says Kojima.
Okay.
so deep.
New Metal Gear Solid Isekai.
Starring The Walking Dead.
My favorite anime character, Norman Reedus.
And his cat.
Yo, Sly, you better get out chat talking about the professionalism. You ain't even here right now. Talking about professionalism. That's right. Baby batteries. Thank you, Jen. That's what we need to talk about. Baby batteries. We run off of babies now. In the future, babies are the power source. Wait, isn't that just the Matrix?
Yeah. Except you kind of like, you start off as babies and then you breed them into adults so that there's more energy to process. Anyways.
Okay. All right. Main topic. Making customs. A thing that I guess we have a lot of experience with. A decent amount. Enough to get by. So, speak. How do custom?
So I find a Japanese builder that I really like, and I just copy it off of there.
Yeah, that's pretty much the method. That's the that's pretty
Neon
much.
quits again.
Neon, you better get your ass back in chat. I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing.
The idea of building customs frightened him.
Disgusts him, really.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as we joke about stealing from the Japanese, sometimes it works. Sometimes
it's not theft. It's an homage.
Yep, it's just a simple homage. I changed 3 things, and it's not the same build anymore.
There you go.
So I guess Joe, this was your baby for this topic, so I would like you to kick it off.
Oh,
right, I'm putting all the pressure on you.
Yeah, wait, hang
So
on.
just join for it.
Yeah, hey Tom, Monge, how are you?
Hello.
Oh, so much professionalism in that.
You won't remember this guy. He used to be in BFS and he used to build customs. And he was on this podcast, but then we called him Pablo Escobar too much and he left.
That was a long time ago.
It still hurts my feelings, all right?
Welcome back.
Hello.
He killed Neon and took his place.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Actually, it's Neon's bedtime, so he got off. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, you guys were talking about customs?
We were, and we were just about to ask you, how do you come up with an idea for a custom?
How do you get through customs?
How do you get through customs? Well, like any other person, I go through a line.
And then
what happens if they find the condom of cocaine up your butt?
Wow.
How do you stop them from cavity searching you? Do you have any tips?
That's a topic for another day.
Okay. So, how do you come up with a custom idea? What's your process? What makes you think I want to put lots of hours into making this custom?
So, especially for the like Magnum custom I'm doing right now.
You're building? You still build?
He's doing a really good job. It looks good.
No, it does look good.
I would know if you ever shared whips.
I do. I just forget to tag you. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! It's personal. All right, continue.
So what happens for me is I pick a base suit, one that I really love, and then I go through what a process of elimination of suits from the same series to see if they would look good on that suit in my head.
So what you're saying is you're taking a base suit and then supplementing it with suits from the same setting.
Sometimes, most of the time, not this time though. Well, not a lot.
I mean, this time you've got the Magnum with the Double O Diver.
Yeah, the Magnum, the Double O Diver, and the Spallo.
Right.
All his protagonist powers combined.
Basically, I'm just combining the main character's suits from every show.
Gives him hot armor beyond everything.
Oh, the reason I asked this because I that's something I do is I tend to try and keep my customs within the same universe because the design work is already there in that game. But
Neon
definitely good.
Neon is alive.
he's not alive.
He is.
It's just a husk.
Hello, Neon.
Hello.
They were about to switch and ask you about how you come up with customs.
Yeah. Well,
I don't.
Oh,
all right. Moving on. So a lot of times when I build customs, a lot of it tends to a large amount of it is based on the roleplay in build fight system. A lot of mine are kind of evolving from each other.
What do you wear for that role play?
yeah.
I wear one of those weird masks we were talking about earlier that only show the eyes. So, for instance, I started out with a GM, and then I made an updated version of that GM, and then I started with a Shiki, and the next version of it was a more heavily modified Shiki. So, I mean, for someone like me who builds a lot of customs compared to some people who put a lot of time into one and then they don't build anything ever again.
Like Spy?
Ouch.
I'm just saying, like, if I skip something this time, I could always incorporate it into a future build. But having a constantly evolving base suit is something that I enjoy doing. And then there's the grazes, which are just... They're very customizable. And you can take parts from different IBO suits and put them on there, and it could be, beautiful.
And Neon's dead again. Rip.
I think, like, Joe, you keep saying, like, the idea of using kits from the same series.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a good idea, though. Like, don't ever bash on using IBO kit 1 and 2 and 3 and using them all together to make this really awesome looking custom. Just because it's easy or just because it takes less work to scratch than something else doesn't mean that it's any less good. As long as the final product looks amazing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it can be done without using suits from the same universe, but sometimes you end up building a custom that looks really, really cool, but you can only call it like a build fighters custom.
Mm-hmm.
Why would, a Hyaku Shiki have a GM drive?
Right.
And it's because
who would do that?
You don't want to go back.
Weird. Listen, all right.
And they're talking about me this time. Don't get offended. But yeah, so there's definitely give and take. You could take, a suit from one universe and put some pretty big features on it from a different universe, and it could end up looking really great. But if you stick in the same universe, the consistency is already there.
That world cohesion point from a build fight system, it always feels like a super, like that gold star you used to get in 2nd grade and stuff.
Yeah.
From your teacher for work that you did.
It's like at the end of the day, you get a point because the custom is believable. You don't need to explain the technology it has because it's already present.
Now, my method, I have a dartboard, right?
And it just says Titans, Titans.
He cuts off the head of a chicken and lets it run around
Yikes.
the field.
I lay out my entire backlog. I cut the head off a chicken. It runs around, and then whatever it falls on, I have to build.
He beats on his tribal drum while he does this.
Listen, you keep talking about my tribal drum like I don't keep it right next to me. It's right here.
He's ready for the occasion. Ham's going to build us a custom on live right now.
I've beaten this tribal drum this year alone.
Ham utilizes anthropomancy.
Every time he beats that drum, Sentinel's anime release gets pushed back another year.
We're at 15 years and counting.
No.
Over my dead body, quote from the author.
Um,
Oh, man.
the way I usually do customs, it's literally like two methods. It's either I have an idea for something because I've had an idea for something for a while, or I just saw something and it made me want to build this thing right now. It makes me want to build this thing right now, and this option is like 80%. That's that is like, I think literally my next custom, which is gonna be a goof. I haven't done a goof in like I want 4 years. It's been a long time. And I used to be known as the goof guy because I used to love goofs, and I don't anymore because I'm a cynical bastard now, and I only build one thing. But like that was like, it was literally, I went to my parts box, I saw the F2000 pole arm and went, I want to do something with this. And then I remembered I had a goof custom and a high mobility Zaku 2 and went, fuck it, I'm gonna build it. And that was just that. And then you have shit like, what's a good example of something? I mean,
What about that awesome Jinx you just showed us?
oh,
Crumbling away.
he's been changed in the last hour. As you can see, this is the pinnacle.
Now he builds Zoids.
I see you're taking notes from Neo Gundam's 90-degree cockpit.
Oh,
right.
God.
That's right. And he has, let's check the binder. 2 funnels.
It's the walker.
So, highly effective. This is the kind. Listen, guys, one day you can be like me and you can just put something like this together in an instant.
That's a 12-point suit if I've ever seen one.
That's peak performance
totally.
right there.
Yep.
You may not like it.
You big Yobu, take notes.
This is also the guy, though, that if he loses any forward momentum in the build process, he crushes it in his hand and throws it into the pile.
Listen, that's life. All right. Literally, I think the over under is about a month. If I spend longer than a month on a custom, it means I don't love you anymore and you have to go somewhere else.
Ouch.
That's it.
You've been abandoned.
That's
Ham's
why.
going to go out for smokes and we expect you gone.
That's why I had to make myself paint today because I was like, I could feel it coming. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna not want to do anything with this Barzam. Give it like another 3 days and I'm gonna be over it and I'm not gonna want to touch it anymore. Like I was already thinking in my head, I could build that goof right now. I could do that instead, right? And then I was like, no, just paint, Reed, please.
A light just turned off behind you.
Yeah, it's the ghost.
That's the Barzam. That's the curtain call for the Barzam.
I would like a human-sized Barzam to just kick the door down and just stand there.
Can the name
Finish me.
be the Majin went out for smokes?
Listen, I mean, it's like it for me. It really is like I think that's one of the reasons that my turnaround is always so quick. It's so quick because if it's not fast, I'm never gonna finish it. If it's any slower, no, I don't want it anymore. I've had, you know how many customs that I've probably started that you guys have never seen that are like strewn about this room because they took too long.
You found one about an hour ago.
Yes, I did. Let me see.
I totally understand that though. That whole mindset of you get tired of something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, listen, you don't like for me. Like I have to really enjoy something to be building it, and what happens is like as time progresses, I start caring less and less and less and less. Like if you look at some of my, which is hilarious, that's why I always find it funny. Some of my best rated stuff in the system took me about anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks at most. Because I don't really like working any longer than that. Like that's enough time. That's like, okay, let me get this done and get it out, and I'll like it, and I'll still love it by the end, and then I could be. The only exception is him. He sat in a box for 6 months. He sat in a box for 6 months, and then I remember that I had him in a box, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna paint him, and I did, and I love him a little bit.
I thought that was the one you abandoned.
I did abandon him, and he came back.
I mean, like he's a rental.
Oh well, that's because I'm not gonna use him in the system. He doesn't have shit to use. He's got like a gun and missiles, and that's not my style. But like, I don't think anybody else has ever been abandoned for that long. The most recent one was the Dovin Wolf, and that took like a month. But
the Dovin Wolf.
I love that shit.
I mean, I suppose that's kind of similar because my advanced GNX custom has been sat on skewers for about 2 months now. So I've just not had time since starting work.
You have a Jinx custom?
Nick in chat was watching that terrified as you held that beautiful child in your hands. He expected it to just crush in on itself.
Spontaneously.
I do have a Jinx custom. I will just find it now for you.
If it broke, guess what? I already took pictures. It doesn't matter anymore.
There you go. If anything, now you have spare parts.
After the photo shoot.
Listen, that's how I feel about whatever happens up on the shelf stays on the shelf. It doesn't matter if I already have photos.
I guess Neon's off getting his advanced Jinx.
That's right.
In my case, it's kind of like what Ham said. I've got I'm apparently notorious for having a crap ton of projects.
Uh-huh.
I saw that eye waggle. It mainly comes down to like I do all these projects and then I completely lose interest in them because it takes too long, and you invest so much time into this that you start hating every aspect. Like for the gun archer, Joe.
Yes.
I'm just.
I thought I just shut up. I'm sorry. Did you want to talk about that now?
Well, the joins, like you start finding all these little parts about kits that you probably were fine with initially, and then you just steadily start hating them. And I think like the flag custom I did him, like you were saying, the shortest one that I did, which was that build, and it came out to be my highest ranked suit.
Yep. There's a reason that I was the one that started to push for contest only being 3 months, because I was like, nobody needs this much time. No, right. If 3 months is not enough, you have problems otherwise. You got other things you got to figure out if 3 months isn't enough to finish something. And exactly what you said. The turnaround on that flag was what, like 3 weeks?
I think somewhere around there.
You know, it was most of Did you finish that at the start of this month or the end of last?
I don't remember. I don't know where it is anymore.
Yeah, it was like it was like the end of March into like the start of April, and then it was done, and it came out really, really nicely. And what I love about that custom is that nobody would look at that and think you put much of anything into it.
Right, I got the world accuracy thing too.
That's the best part. That's the best part about that custom. And those are the customs that are the best. Those are the ones that people see and are like, what the fuck do you even do to it? And it's tons, and you just can't tell. That's the best kind of custom.
But like you mentioned contests, right? And the only other build that I find worth talking about is that dog. Yeah. And if you have some sort of deadline, and if you have some sort of reason to finish it, whether it's a contest or it's some other like group entry or something, I feel like it's a lot easier to work towards that, and you kind of force yourself not to lose steam.
Oh, well, that's part of the reason that I like pushing us doing like 1 or 2 contests a year. The tournament's actually been pretty good for it too, because literally it's like, hey, you got to get this done by this date, otherwise you won't have it.
Right. And super kudos to Chu for getting all that organized and everything.
No kudos. Nothing for Chewy.
0 kudos.
He gets nothing.
One of those northerners. We don't give him anything.
You got to say thank you to him, otherwise he feels odd.
But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think, and especially because I feel like people get too caught up, especially newer people in chat. They get too caught up looking at like what the people that have been building for like 5 years are making. And they're like, man, I'm never going to be hero.
Right.
No, I mean, no, you're not off the bat. That's just not going to happen. It's unrealistic, you know? And you have like exceptions to the rules where like, you know, like Jin joined and the first thing he made was his fucking Wing Zero that won the contest and shit. And you have like Sword join and the first thing he makes is his Hygog. But those are like
those are outliers.
Right. That's like those are exceptions to the rules, honestly. Like real big exceptions.
You gotta start small. Like I did that Graze when I first joined, and it was utter crap. I think I deleted those photos, so they're no longer available.
You were so annoying back then. I don't remember why.
I had questions. I wanted to know stuff.
I couldn't tell you why you were annoying, but I can pinpoint in my mind. Man, I remember back when he used to annoy the shit out of me. Like I could pinpoint that in my memories.
Because when you first start, and this is something that I'm feeling with a lot of the new people recently too. You have a lot of questions, and you always start like second guessing yourself. Like things like, oh, when should I top coat this? What should I top coat with? How long should I leave it for? For us, it's become old hat. Like
no,
we just have like those of them.
Butu said in chat, "You don't want to be hero anyway."
But he followed it with "You want to be yourself." So let's take the important fact out of there. And you really
that you don't want to be a hero. That's important.
Whatever you do, that's how you end up in court. You miss the podcast.
It's how you end up stealing copper wire and like
out of electrical
stealing insulation.
That is an offense.
I love that idea. Here we're like ripping wires out of old buildings to use for Gunpla supplies.
Oh my god!
All these building materials look really good.
Oh my god! But no, like I don't know. Like Tenta said, like I feel like new people, like even just recently, the last like 2 weeks, people always go, "Oh, you know, I don't want to ask too many questions." Literally, ask fucking questions. That's how you get better building. You ask the people that know what they're doing, and then they tell you what to do. You know how many? I still do it. I always ask these niggas because I won't remember something and they'll be like, oh, you could do that. And I'd be like, oh shit, I could do that. And then it works out. You know, that's just how that goes. You're supposed to ask questions. It's a hobby that very much, if you have a community like this where you can literally ask somebody, hey, how do you do this thing? And they can probably tell you or give you a guide and be like, yo, this is how you do it.
Jin says he gets supplies picking up after hurricane garbage.
And that's a good thing, though. So that is something that I really want to make sure everyone understands. Garbage is not garbage as long as you find a use for it. Things like bread clips and like iPhone cases and stuff like that. I honestly never knew that iPhone case or iPhone packaging was usable plastic that we had. So just like ask these questions. We all have cheap ways to get around stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not wrong to use this stuff. It's just recycling.
Yes.
And if you make something cool out of it, then awesome.
Building customs is good for the environment.
But no, like, but yeah, like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, just ask, you know, if you haven't. The other thing, the biggest thing, I'm going to be honest, the biggest thing that I can just tell you, stop thinking big. It's your first custom. Stop thinking big. Think small. Think, I want a custom Graves. Think I want a custom RX-78. Think something basic. Something that, like, you have to swap out maybe a few things and then work from there. Too many people like to go the route of, yo, I got like 8 kits for my first kit bash. You know, it's going to be the super ultra Zaku Amazing F2000 with the working LEDs, and it moves. It can walk itself, you know.
It'll butter your toast.
It'll butter your toast.
Oh
and
my god.
It'll butter your toast.
The PB and I will stir your tea for you, Neon.
I don't stir my tea.
You can't be like me and Sly and buy one kit for 2 parts.
Or buy 3 of the same kit for the same part on every kit.
Listen.
Guess what? I made the worst design choice of my life making the rebuild, where I made it so I had to have Barzam arms in order to make the thighs. The worst thing I've ever done to myself, because every time I want to redo something, I have to fucking buy a whole Barzam. Just for that.
Ham, for your stupid contest, I bought 2 whole Astaroth Renascimentos just for the knives. I literally gave away all the other weapons to Joe, and they're just sitting in my office in 2 boxes.
Wait,
you can make those so easily.
Wait. Do you still have those side skirts for the Astaroth?
Yeah.
Can I have those side skirts?
No.
Damn it.
I'll send them in a paper envelope.
Please, no. I was so sad when I got it. I was like,
I was so surprised when I saw that too.
It was so...
For your information, I sent Sly a bunch of parts through the U.S. mail in a paper envelope, and they failed miserably.
Why did you wrap it in like deli packaging?
No, I wrapped it in like tissue paper. It worked out fine.
Why?
Because I hate Sly.
That's a good
His
enough
failure brings me happiness.
Very good. Shall we move on to our next section?
Yes, please.
This is all you, Neon.
So, can we get some backing music? I want like the US Zeta Gundam intro playing.
Oh, I can't do that. Copyright claimed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
5 episodes.
Let me here, Neon. I'm gonna find you some fucking copyright.
I'll tell you what I want to play. I want you to play a MIDI version of the Gundam Unicorn theme. Or something from Unicorn.
Oh god, I could probably find it too. That's the worst part. Let 1 second.
So it's time once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take up arms. We're picking random suits to fly into battle. So I'll be selecting a random page from the Gundam Wiki, and that will be the suit that you take into the final battle of Grips 2. You'll be fighting against the O. You'll be fighting against the Cubile. You'll be kicking Bascom's ship as Yazan does.
Yeah, let's hear this. I'm sure this will sound great.
You're gonna fling Jared into an asteroid as an
No, you're gonna fling cats into an asteroid.
Oh, right. Jared got thrown into a ship, right?
Did you hear that?
Not really.
No?
It's very low.
It sounds like an accordion.
It's a MIDI.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It sounds like someone on the streets of Venice is playing it.
Oh god, I can't do this anymore. All right.
Right, so I'll be going in the order of first person in the chat. So we'll be starting off with Grape. Roll the dice. Are you feeling lucky today, Grape?
No. I'm in a room with a bunch of majority people.
Do you want me to open up the wiki and then we'll just do it like that? We'll screen share the wiki and
yeah, that would be good.
Go for it. Let's see that Mobius hero.
Oh wait, hang on. I need to run to the mailbox real quick.
So imagine the scene. You're on the what's it called? The Argama, the naval Argama.
Naval Argama. My favorite ship in the Universal Century.
You climb into the cockpit. The hangar bay doors open. The sunlight shines in as you proudly hop into your
home.
Wait. Here we go.
You proudly hop into your the
in space.
In space. You're going to punch the O. Excellent.
Shove my drill this claw thingy.
You've got your armaments are 6 missiles, 2 claws, and a beam cannon.
On the plus side, it's the commander type.
So God help you otherwise.
Faster.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Next
up is you, Ham.
Oh,
so there's a GOT commander type flies out as beams fly everywhere. The Gaza what they call it, Gaza Cs are being shot down left and right. And so you jump in, you get the call. We need you to launch, Ham, in your...
Okay, no, this is so... It's a space colony.
Oh, my side 4.
Oh, I get to launch in all of Gundam 00.
Hello?
Wait, why doesn't the space colony work? You can just make it into Jumperoo.
Oh, no, thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. Why am I getting series? I'm getting a whole series.
Can you guys hear me?
Do like a random page within a subset of pages?
Yeah, we can hear you, Joe. Okay, come on.
Joe's frozen now.
No!
Oh.
I'm so upset.
New Gunpla meta.
Wait, is he not even here? I can cheat. I can skip it.
Oh,
we never.
Screenshot this.
Yep. You never even saw it. Wow. Look at what I got. Look at what I got instead. A ship. I launched a ship out of a ship.
Oh, I got a screenshot of that Devil Blade Gundam, whatever nonsense.
God,
my first custom. It's called the Devil Dragon Blade Zero Gundam, and it's this one. Electricity, and it's piloted by a mysterious knight, and no one else can stop it.
To mention the unique Trans Am it has.
Oh God.
Is Ham piloting the Devil Dragon Blade Zero Gundam?
Yes, he is.
Amazing.
I'm so upset about this.
Why is there so much story to it?
Because it's an ST.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh my god, that's right. This is Lady Kawaguchi's suit.
Well, you're officially a
Isn't it
better
briefly?
and more interesting character.
Look at those bangs.
All right, who's next?
So next up is Joe. Who's
Here we
slapping on the keyboard?
I just want to point out, though, I got these detail parts from Tenta
Oh,
in the
did they
mail.
arrive?
Yes, and in the box they were nice and lined up, and then there was a ball of bubble wrap in the corner of the box, not actually touching any of the things you sent me.
Did they
It was amazing. No, everything showed up in perfect condition.
Okay.
So imagine the scene, guys. The Zagok has flown out into space. The Devil Dragon Gundam has flown out into space. Joe
I am piloting Arthur Goodman.
Joe gets the call. Joe, they've taken down the radish. We need you out there, Joe. Get into your mobile suits. And so he jumps in and he gets into the...
Yes. What a winner.
Ham can ride Juno.
I get into the Elefander.
Ham can ride Joe into battle.
Look at his big eyebrows.
Imagine, like, it's on the hangar bay. It's on the hangar bay and it's sliding out and it just falls over and it falls out on its side.
You can actually ride this in one of the Gundam.
Oh, yeah. That is my fate.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this?
Don't you remember us in Gundam Breaker
You
3?
can ride it. One of the
The X is the Turn X is riding the Mammoth Gundam.
it's that one game on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it's Breaker 3. You could pilot the
Yes.
Mammoth Gundam.
Oh my god. Wow. We got a great lineup once again.
Remember that time Blue Boo rode around on the Mammoth Gundam? I do.
And people told you not to pursue him.
Okay.
Oh,
It's Sly's turn now.
Oh god. I don't even know what's happening.
It's gonna ride in the
You
Oh,
would
good.
know if you showed up to a podcast. occasion.
So it's gonna get protagonist Gundam.
Yo, if he gets like some fucking crazy ass. I'm turning the stream off.
Oh no.
It's
God damn it, Neo Nepal.
You got to give them props for their creativity.
I don't.
Make a game.
All right.
Right,
Neil.
Sly. It's the final battle of Zeta. The O is clashing against the Zeta. You get the call. Sly, we need some support. Quickly, launch in the...
Oh no.
What?
Launch on those.
Tondo!
Oh, my
Tondo has made an appearance. Quickly, Sly, launch in the Nemo 2.
Oh my god, it's lovely.
It's
no,
all we
the
had
jobber.
laying around.
Well,
It looks like it has pepperoni on its face.
it fits into the canon, I guess. Why's it got a scorpion claw in its crotch?
Why not?
Oh no.
That's not too bad. That's the best we've had so far.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Ham might be doing better.
God. All right.
That's not great.
All right, Neon. You're the last one to launch.
Everyone else has been shot down. The Cubalay has torn apart the Mammoth Gundam. It's beaten the Zagot commander. The Devil Dragon was removed for being too bad. The Nemo 2 exploded as it launched. Quick, Neon, jump into the...
Oh my god!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, amazing.
Neon bravely leaps into the bowling oak saman. Also, go down to the trivia section, Ham.
What is this thing?
Why is it that awful?
Go into the trivia, look at it. Read it out.
Due to its odd and often sometimes hard to pronounce name, along with its bear-like appearance, many Japanese fans give the Bolianek Samon a similar sounding moniker, Mori no Kuma-san. Forest bear.
Air Gundam.
I hate the bowling oak saman so much.
Bolianek, Burka. Didn't you always want this?
It's so bad.
Looks like they split open a Kapul.
It looks like a suit Neo would build. Not even joking.
It does.
Here's my question. This thing is a radar suit, right? Why has it got a big stupid claw on the side?
It's a radar. The antenna for it.
Neon, come on now.
Gosh.
And this was actually at Grips too, so this is canon. I was there.
I was there.
Neon was there.
Oh, what terrible design.
We'll take.
You know, the Hunchback of Jupiterus, according to
We'll do 2 people from chat. First
Go
person
on.
is
First
Yeah.
to say yes will
Bees.
be launching in Grips.
first 2 people to say yes.
You could be the one to defeat the O.
after seeing the forest bear, no one wants to see.
Bees was the first to say yes.
Okay, one more person.
And
Okay.
Draco.
Draco.
He's in
The
Draco.
OG.
You have to pick up the pilot of the Mammoth Gundam. He's very embarrassed. And you have to save Neon. You need to back him up.
It's just flailing around in space. I'm trying to fight off people with my claw in a radar suit.
Bees, we've already launched all our good suits. You're going to have to launch in the...
Well, I mean, you can use that to save the mammoth, I guess.
Yep.
Futu goes into Sarah coffin.
Why is it just got 2 random turrets on the wings?
To
Decoration.
defend itself.
For decoration.
All right. And now, Bees in the suit carrier is carrying Draco in his.
Suit carrier
Oh
and the
my
Ghost of Xeon.
Has anyone read The Ghost of Xeon? It's weird.
Scud.
Gundam.
The only picture of it is getting decked in the head.
What is it?
What is that? I've never seen this.
Oh, there it is.
Derived from
That
Scud.
looks
It looks
kind of cool.
amazing, actually.
Okay.
It's got missiles on its back.
It's from G Gundam and it's not garbage?
This is
There's
new.
a lot of good stuff from G Gundam.
There is.
For
Whoa!
G Gundam.
Look at it
Look
go.
at that.
Is it from America?
Draco, you saved the day.
No, scroll up. It'll tell you where it's from.
You were the one to defeat the O.
Oh, Iraq.
No, guys, this is how it ends.
You're
This is how
right.
it ends, guys.
Nice.
At the so at the end of the fight, the O takes down Zeta, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the suit carrier flies in and crashes into it.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, the suit carrier. I just like that. Man.
Good support role.
We got Scud Gundams. It's the best fight ever.
And a mammoth.
The first shot is it dying.
You know the bar's low when the first picture on your profile picture is it getting punched. It's clean in the stomach.
By
Oh no, its head's getting punched off.
Chibbity Crockett. Its Gundam has pecs.
who has a football playing, boxing, magnum revolver using, surfing Gundam.
You know, America.
America, yeah.
Bang bang, shoot 'em up, Cowboys.
Yeah. With football
We
pads.
love all the America.
Scud is probably Russian, isn't it?
No,
It's
it's
a
Iraq.
missile, if I remember right.
Russia was. Oh no, that was.
Oh, it's from Iraq.
It's from
Yeah.
Iraq. Russia is Bolt Gundam.
They were
Weren't the
developed
Scud,
by the Soviet Union.
weren't Scud missiles the ones that they used in the Gulf War?
Cold War.
Cold War.
Yes. They were developed
Were
by
any
the
in
Soviet
Iraq?
Union during the Cold War.
Thank
They
you.
were placed in Iraq. There were Scud missiles used in Iraq.
So it's,
Oh, wow.
it's
There you go.
historically accurate.
They
That's
did their
great.
research.
He was one off. He was one off from this. The dough ass.
Ooh, ass.
That's from Anaheim Lab Log.
Oh my god.
That's weird. I don't like
All
that.
right. What's our next segment, gentlemen?
Oh, that was a good one.
That was amazing. Thank you very much for your storytelling, Neon.
That was almost as good as opening your mobile suit on Christmas morning and piloting it into a Bawaku
Or a wall.
or a wall.
Next is the community spotlight.
It's empty.
Because our community is empty.
That I forgot to open any albums for.
Remember when I said professionalism?
Excuse me.
All
This
professional.
guy. My God.
There is a suit I would like to put in the community spotlight, and that is Met's Gundiver.
It's already going to be in.
Send Sam some pics. Or him some pics.
He won't be listening because he's deaf.
That is true. He will not be listening because he is deaf.
Anyway, I will find some pictures of it. Hold on.
So these are resin, and I shouldn't eat this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you take a razor knife and you cut it into dust. They smell awful, don't
They
they?
really do.
I know, right? And I have
Now
no
you-
idea what that smell is, but I've smelled it somewhere.
I'll
It's
tell you
good.
exactly what that smell is. That smell is mold release. It's a really strong chemical.
Like, whatever it is, it's so awful.
That
And
is
do you know
like
why I know what that
back in
smells
here
like?
until I'm ready.
Because your entire apartment smells like it now.
Because under my bed is the world's largest store of unwanted resin kits.
You just bought for no reason.
I bought one.
And then the mold release will actually kill the Daughters, but it just gets strong.
Let me tell you about the Georges, right? The plastic on that is so thick and it's so heavy
It'd
that
break
I think it might be indestructible.
We should pit it against a Nokia.
Do you remember that picture from years ago when I was moving out of my apartment and I tried to throw it out of a window, but it came back?
Oh my god. All right.
And do you have the albums ready?
Yeah, let me see. I'm just making. Yeah, I have everybody. So no, I only got a couple this time. Focus. Screen share. Not my porn.
Mhm.
All right.
Man,
Let's ignore this stuff. Let's ignore this.
whose is this?
This is the Gundiver.
This is the gun driver. But he put too many pictures in here.
Okay.
You only needed to put the finished suit meat.
Oh my god. There you go. Thank God.
He's not finished yet, though. I think he's
No.
still has to do decals.
Still
Here we
bits left. But I really like this design. I think this
It
is
looks
very
amazing.
nice.
The
I
tan
think it's
and the dark blue, I
understated
didn't think
in
it would
a
work.
nice way. I think it's nice. It's not gone too far with it. I think the beam launcher works really well with it. And yeah, I really like it. And it's got treads. The treads are awesome.
Where did he pull those from? The Lotto?
I believe they're from the Lotto, yes.
Okay.
This is inspired as well by in Thunderbolt's side story, there's a big gun which is used on Earth, and it's on tank treads to move around. It's inspired by that.
Sweet. It's very well done.
Yeah, I really like it.
You get
Can't wait
mad.
to see it finish.
What?
I can't wait to see it finished.
Oh, okay.
Did my accent throw you off or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I'll try and speak better English.
Thank you.
This is what
English.
happens when we get more than one minority on the podcast.
Gotta mix it up, baby.
Listen, this podcast promotes diversity. That's what we're all about.
This is how you got that affirmative action money.
Oh,
Bandai affirmative action money.
Bandai, please sponsor us.
sponsor us so we can talk about Mammoth Gundam.
We'll never get sponsored. We said NPAX too much.
Is it 3/4 of a pack?
Oh, wait, what?
Fifth of a pack.
Fifth.
3/5, sorry.
Oh God, learn your racist history.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah.
Next is from Futu, his wave shooter. His wave shooter Zeta.
Nice.
Wait, Futu has his own WordPress? Oh,
Yeah.
Where
Yes,
have you
Yeah,
been?
he does.
You don't pay attention to anybody in this community.
listen.
As we say
I have
every
a
week,
really
every
good
time
builds on them, by the way.
that we upload something, Fuji has like this secret stash of really well done kits that he never promotes to anyone.
The thing that people
Promotes them
don't
to
know about
him.
Futu is that Futu literally buys a ton of shit, finishes it, sells it, and then that's it. And you'll never find out about it unless he tells you.
It's like the black market trade of BFS. It's just going on under our noses and we'll never know.
He's where we get all of our illegal kits from.
Yes, that is. Listen, Futu is the best source for me getting shit that I need.
Right.
That man will find me anything. But yeah, this came out good. This came
It
out
looks
really.
really good. I like,
like
the blue you used.
Yeah, I like the baby blue.
The color separation on it is really crisp too. And he always
Yeah,
does these really very hard to notice mods. But when you start seeing them, they're just like really nice quality of life things that he did.
Because the thing is that with this Zeta, the wing accents aren't separate parts, so they've all been
Nice.
separated, which is very nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. But this came out really nice.
Yep. Well done, Futu.
As always. Next up,
Yeah.
Hey, this boy.
is
This is a really nice boy.
which for his first finished custom came out fucking great.
It's amazing.
Like this is a really nice, concise build. It works. It looks good. Like it also looks like something that could be out of 00 too. But yeah, this came out really good.
I
Colours
totally
remind
can
me
see
of,
that he used in Gundam Build Fighters or something.
What's that?
I could see this as a Build Fighters custom. Yeah, and you were saying something?
Yeah, I was going to say that the colours remind me of the Avalanche.
A little
Yeah,
bit, yeah. With the yellow accents.
He hit the ground running with this thing too. He jumped right into the
definitely.
build fight system and started killing people with it immediately.
Look how crisp that black is.
He
Still
killed
on
the
the sword.
he killed the other Italian so he could establish his
As if he hadn't already done it, he needed to smash me into the ground.
He had to assert his grandmother's meatball recipe as dominant.
It reminds me of that, you know, that Discord emote of a blob like eating the other blob and taking its place.
What Discord are you on?
So good.
Italian cannibal Discord.
That's probably a thing.
There's probably one out there.
That's right, people. Nick is the new Fellini of chat.
Never
Ouch.
knew.
Don't you hate Fellini anyway?
I don't hate Fellini at all.
Oh, good.
He's just
Doesn't
he's
like
just ironically not my favorite character because the Majin is way better.
Instead, he likes the other fancy, well-dressed individuals.
Yes,
Trays.
Trey's.
3 Kushernata.
He was also very Italian, didn't you know?
My favorite well-dressed characters of Gundam. No, I've forgotten. Never mind.
Oh, good job.
Oh yeah, I've remembered now. Fellini, Trays, Riku.
Oh my god.
The trash boy.
But yeah, good job.
Worst protagonist.
Real good job on this one.
What an
Yep.
awful character. Unbelievable.
All right, yeah, got
We've
it.
gotten to that point in the podcast where Neon starts to wilt.
Even has lost all positivity.
Quick, Quest, inject him with uppers.
Oh, now I'm back to life.
Yay!
Excellent.
From Pap is Ein. He's been working on this for a long time.
But only 2 minutes at a time.
Yes.
I can see you in the Discord in the background,
I can see
and I
Joe.
can see Grape as well.
Yeah,
There
that's
they are.
Oh, yeah.
and that's Nick above you.
Anyway, I really like the sub arms on this. The sub arms are very nice.
Pap has a very evil-looking aesthetic.
Yeah, he's a little teenage edgelord.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
all
It
know
looks
that.
like something you'd see at the end of like some weird shonen battle manga.
Pap is the end of a weird shonen battle manga.
There we go. Okay. He's our boss monster.
He's not really here to talk about it, but he's putting a lot of time and work into it. I can't wait
I
to
really
see
like-
more.
I really like the unicorn scatlings when they're not attached to the unicorn.
Jesus, could you not breathe
You hate that
negativity for like
unicorn?
1 second?
So let me get hype for D pack or N pack, whatever it is.
the N-word back.
Leon wants that D pack.
The colors throw me off on this thing. I can't wait to see it primed.
Mhm.
I'm sure
N-
there's still a lot of work to go into it, but I'm sure.
N for
it'll look
new type at this point is nearly as offensive to me as the other N word.
a lot- You said nearly.
All right. And that's really it. That's all I got from you guys for community stuff this week.
There's been
It's
plenty of
fun.
fighting. At least if people aren't building, they're fighting.
Which is very good.
I think we're all looking forward to the tournament next month.
If it happens, it should happen.
Can't
Chewie's
wait,
not
to-
actually dead.
can't wait to step on mines and die instantly again.
It's
Yeah,
fixed
that
now, isn't it?
Oh man,
That was good.
I remember that.
It was
Did you
what
also
was that?
die to Chewie in the last tournament?
15 turns and I died the Jew at hitting him once.
Oh man, that's awful.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe the Ifrit cannon will do
Cam,
that.
would you lose?
All right. And it's about time for their community questions. So get
Yeah.
asking. Because this is usually when shit really goes off the rails.
Also,
Sure
I
does.
just ordered Moon Gundam Volume 2, which I won't be able to read, but I'll be able to look at the pictures.
Good
There
job.
we go. That's how we all start.
I'm sure that's all that matters.
We're
The
just
story's
happy
quite
you're
good.
giving us money, Neon.
The story is genuinely quite good in Moon. I like Moon a lot. Although I don't like them putting Char in again. That's annoying.
Community, do you have questions for us?
Did they send you any previously?
You know they didn't send me shit. They never do.
Oh,
All right. Here we go.
They're all
I'll
asleep. It's only Nick in chat now, so
I'll fire a question to you guys.
oh,
What is
no.
a single design feature that you really like?
that's so vague.
Like, yeah.
God.
For example, I really like thruster tanks.
Okay. Okay. Oh, a design element, not a feature, like a thing.
I like radiator fins.
No, you just like bread clips.
I like multi-purpose pieces of equipment. Like I love things that do lots of shit.
Like Swiss Army knives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what's an example in universe though?
So, like the Woundwort's long rifle, which not only shoots but also turns into a spider.
But all it fucking okay. So the way it works, it is a rifle. It is also a heat blade. It is also a spider that it throws out at you. And it sounds crazy, but it's true.
Australia Gundam.
I like hitting weapons, like the dives in the crossbones legs, the crossbones legs. I think those are awesome.
Or the H1 Spala's knee shooters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really good. Vidar has them too, right? The knives.
No. Oh, Kamaris Vidar has a drill knee,
Sorry.
Yeah.
which is one of the stupidest things that, like, oh, who cares?
It's a
No
nice
point
little
trying to
hidden weapon
justify
type
it.
thing, though.
Okay, so questions we have. Uber asks, can I go to bed? Not until you asked a proper question.
Right?
Bees says, what's the best place to find pre-built stuff for parts?
Our Gunpla.
Our Gunpla.
Our
Mhm.
Gunpla.
Our Gunpla community
They
has
have
a monthly commerce thread that includes a lot of people who are selling pre-built kits. So definitely a good place to go.
Draco asks, okay, I'm throwing the topic of the 30mm in here. What do you guys think about them?
30-minute missions.
He's talking about the 30.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking about Vulcans. I had an entire thing ready to talk about.
Amazing.
I can't answer that then. Someone
all
else
right.
take this one.
I think it'll be fun. It's
Yeah.
a nice way for people to get into it.
They look okay. It's like it's weird that Bandai's making bootlegs of their own stuff, but you know,
It's just more options that doesn't necessarily have to be Gundam themed.
right?
I
And
feel
I'm
like
pretty
it's a jab at Kotobukiya's governor line, I think. Is it the little action figures that they make?
Yeah, kinda. It's like their jab at frame arms at the
Right.
frame.
And,
The Hexagear stuff, that's what it is.
I think they'll be allowed in Gunpla Builders World Cup entries too, right?
Yeah,
Because they're
Because
Bandai.
it's Bandai stuff.
They are
So that
Bandai.
makes sense.
And they're pretty close to Gundam as far as the look goes too. So they shouldn't be hard to incorporate at all. In fact, I think that's probably the intention.
So I think Vulcans are really underrated. We should include them in more suits.
Well, now they're really good to have in BFS.
I remember when I was writing a little story for like a Zeta side story, the lead Gundam had like, instead of Vulcans, it had like a 5-round sort of like head shotgun. So it just fired one really sort of hard pellet that would like smash through enemy suit visors and stuff like that. Anyway, I have no feelings about 30-minute mission. I think the designs are all really ugly. They're all covered in holes. Look like they've got trypophobia going on there. I don't like it.
What about the option sets? They're cheap.
They look weird though.
They look all squashed.
I don't know if they'll fit with Gunpla that well.
You know what they remind me of?
They seem detailed differently.
Right, they remind me of the Jim weapon set.
Oh,
They're way too detailed. Yeah, they look way too detailed for Gundam. Like you'd literally have to putty over lines and shit to make them look right.
There are a bunch of people who did that with the Jim weapons, though. So I could see it happening. They are cheap, so for people who are looking for additional weapons or stuff on their customs.
Next, Nick asked, between your RP character using their favorite suit and you using your favorite suit in BFS, who would win between you and your RP character using each of your favorite suits in BFS? I don't know, because what if my favorite suit is my RP character's favorite suit?
It's a mirror fight.
We're the same person, so I mean, what's the difference?
I would lose because I have no RP character.
Mine would be the Zeku's Y fighting against let's say Eliza in the Jinx custom, and she would lose because she's got too many anger issues and she would get flattened by it. We'd just drive into her.
Joe?
What was the question? I don't understand.
If your RP character had a suit and you had a suit and you both fought in Roll20, who would win?
I would probably win because until very recently, my RP character was pretty incompetent and existed only to make other people look cool.
Nice. Foils are always a good route to go.
Yes.
5, we would ask you, but your protag powers win.
No, I'm pretty sure I would win because I would use the Zodiac.
Spoken like a true protag.
All right, fair enough. This is why I don't hang out with you.
Just
guys.
accepts it.
But Sly, we need our protag here. Otherwise the story's not complete.
Okay, next.
Would any of you hug Neon from Futsu?
Fuck no.
Maybe.
Good hug. Like,
But then Futu follows up with, what if Neon was not wearing any trousers? And yes, definitely.
As long as the balls don't touch.
oh no.
Proper question from Uber. Has Neon been dropped on his head as a child? I hope not. And
I offer no insight whatsoever.
I think that's probably it for the community question.
Yeah. And the host of the show.
Out of 5 questions, 3 of them were about hugging me if I wasn't wearing any
Your
trousers.
state of trousers. Oh god.
I think Reed found a dead animal in his room, so
Nigga,
Why does Sly hate the Nether Gundam so much? Because it's stupid. It's a windmill, it's dumb, and it's not supposed to exist. Okay? I will take Mammoth Gundam over the Nether Gundam all day.
oh, hey, Mammoth Gundam didn't do anything wrong. It tried its best.
Sly's just angry about Nether Gundam because
Mammoth Gundam could
would be such a good idea.
fit in its Zoids. But what has Nether Gundam got going for it?
Nothing. You know what the Nether Gundam has going for it? There's literally hundreds of them for some fucking reason. All right? I hate it.
They're generating energy. It's very eco.
You can't. Have you seen Chicago? You need multiple windmills.
You see, Sly is against eco-friendly energy sources.
I once saw Sly crunch up a bit of a Big Mac and force it into a swan's throat.
What?
He hates the environment.
Sly
And
throws
other living things.
6-pack bottle or can rings into the ocean.
Yeah, he gently slips them over turtlenecks.
Baby turtlenecks.
Yeah.
I once saw. I was just going to leave it there because these are just going to get worse.
Let's just leave it at, I once saw Sly.
I once saw Sly take a full bottle of oil and he just went over and he poured it over a penguin and then he kicked it.
Ouch.
I once saw Sly collect the nubs from like 3 customs just so he could pour the little baggie into the ocean.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Next
Oh
question.
God. Nick
Oh no, Nick!
from the school shooting. What was another story / moment that made you go, "What the fuck?" in RP?
RP begins and ends at "That's what you get for shooting me."
Shut up.
I can't put all the heat on Sly.
I don't know that. Oh no, they exist. I just don't want to say them because they're too controversial. It's all stuff that used to happen back in the day that Sly knows about because I remember when it happened, and he knows exactly who I'm talking about when I say a post where the person quit because they didn't write enough, and they were just like, they were the kind of person that writes around everything you're saying.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Oh, you remember? Oh,
Yeah.
you remember.
Was it 90% of their post quoting your post?
Like, so what it is that the person would like write, but basically ignore what you were saying.
So I was going to say that was the kind of thing where it was like, I shoot your character. No, but I've got a bulletproof vest.
Yes, exactly, dude. That person made multiple people stop RPing because of the way he wrote. Like people would literally stop RPing, and I remember I did this with Sly and I did it with Excel. I would literally sit with them and write posts to counter the things that he was writing.
No,
And
but I've got laser vision and I melt the bullet before it hits me in the head.
And I remember with Sly, what we did was that he ignored one of Sly's attacks. Like he never said, I dodged it, I blew it up, or whatever. So in Sly's next post, he just wrote, oh, yeah, he totally forgot about this attack, and it hit him and killed him. And then that was the end of the that was the end of the thread.
Oh man.
Some people should just write by themselves.
Yes. And he was one of them. He is definitely one of, I mean, listen. Something girlfriend soul in my Gunpla something.
Oh no.
Mm.
Why'd you bring it up?
Never mind. There's the answer. Nick, that's the answer. Is the one where somebody's girlfriend's soul was in their Gunpla. Woo! Man, you can't write that shit, bro. You can't make that up.
I mean, you can just look at divers.
I mean, no, we're not putting soul. I mean, I say that. I say that.
Divers was fun though.
Divers was fun.
Yeah. Now the people who like it outweigh the people who don't on the podcast. It's a good thing Hero's in court right now.
My what the fuck moment was definitely the freaking leaf blower. The Dom leaf blower from UCR.
Oh yeah. Listen,
I was like, dude, the fetties were so. We did that perfectly. Everything was right, and nope, it was just like we're gonna lift this Dom's leg and use it as a fucking leaf blower. Right. Fuck your smoke. Like, oh, okay.
It was. Listen, guess what? We're ingenuity. That's what Xeon's all about. Okay. You know, leaf. You know, we use what we got. You know, we're scrappers. You know, you just got to make sure you do what you got to do. Hildoffers are jumping canyons.
Exactly. That's what I was going to mention. It's like, oh.
Doms are blowing away smoke. Listen, we know what we're doing. We won that battle, right?
Mm-hmm. You won that battle because of that. You guys were fucked if you didn't. The smoke was too good.
That goes, the Zeeks were very creative back then.
Right.
That, but it worked out.
It definitely worked out. All I remember is I killed somebody's loved one and I got exam. So who came out on top? Me.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like killing Trace Stark's loved ones.
Yep. Favorite pastime. National pastime.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to continue very soon.
You can't tell, but I have my face in my hand right now. I hate you guys.
Stop developing positive relationships, and you won't have any more loved ones for me to kill.
All right, that'd be great.
Don't
I'll remember this.
You like me. Put them on a colony or something.
Yeah, and then
Just
kill
go-
them at your own convenience.
Go blow up the colony. It'll be
Exposition.
fine.
You know, like you got to put them somewhere where they can only die if you let them die.
Sly is a fantastic role player, gunpla builder, and friend. My biggest what the fuck moment in BFSRP was after years of buildup, Sly finally agreed to fight me and then refused to finish.
I don't remember when was this. Oh,
happened. Oh, that did happen.
That's it.
Was it me who refused, or somebody? Somebody didn't post for like a long time, and then we were like, when they finally posted, it was just like, oh.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. It was because what happened. You did refuse, but what happened was that it was like a good month, and then Pat posted, but then the post like weirdly melded our fight into your fight, and it was very strange.
Oh, and I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and then you were like, no, and then that.
Yeah.
Hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
You better make it up to me.
Maybe.
Fuck. Wow.
Oh, good news. The my custom is now all in bits and is going to get primed right after we finish, or
All right.
whenever we finish streaming.
Look at that.
All right. So Tenta is dead. Neon is dead. It's just three of us less. So let's move on.
All right. I mean, we're at the end. So, the thing that I promised some of you earlier this week, I'm going to tell you what the next contest is.
I return to stop you. One more question. Who says, would you guys remove any mobile suits Neon likes from canon or put them in Crossbone Gundam?
I would put the Zico Hines in Crossbone.
The Zico Eins?
and watch it morph into some disgusting bug-eyed creature.
Can you imagine it has like gigantic legs? Or like a perfect sphere for their head.
Instead of just getting mad at me for that, you're playing into it.
It has, like an egg with a face drawn on it. Like all of the limbs and arms attached to that. And inside, there's like a mecha bird that hatches to try and destroy the Crossbone Gundam with its pilot who is now black.
Alicia Sparrow is now.
And it's Zeku Eins, but instead of any equipment, it just has a pan. And that's it.
Oh my god. Anyway, before Neon talked about his OCs becoming black.
Plot twist, it was Alicia Keys all along.
I'm gonna tell you about the new contest. That'll be starting soonish. So after much deliberation and deciding what would be a topic that would force you people to build, but not be too restrictive so you can't complain about not having anything to build, we decided on Mono Eyes. So we're doing a Mono Eye contest.
Oh, very good.
So basically, it entails anything with a mono eye. As long as it has a mono eye, it is game. And that doesn't mean like in a backpack or something. The head has to have a mono eye in it.
That doesn't include visors, right?
Does not include visors because technically visors have mono eyes behind them, but those do not count. They are visors.
What the?
No, the Leo does not count. That is a visor. The Leo does not count, but the Maganac would count because the Maganac has a mono eye. And there you go. There's the distinction. So I'll have like full rules out like within the week or so. I have them before because I think we're gonna start probably like February. I said May 15th or so, like mid-May we'll start, and then it'll run through the summer. No, the ball is not a mono eye. It's a window. The ball is not a mono eye. It is a window.
What about the F90 recon set with its crotch mono eye?
No.
I just sounded so confused there. Like, what?
Yeah. So
What about the Zeku's Y with its leg mono eye?
Yeah, the Zeku's eye counts.
What?
What about the Dag doll with its back mono eye?
Yes, the Man Rody would count. The Man
What
Rody would be okay.
What about if I modify a Strike Gundam to have a mono eye track running from toe to feet?
Shut up! Oh my god. So the general rule for this is just to give you an idea, because you can start buying stuff. Obviously, the regular, it can be anything that you've been working on for fucking a while. Like it's got to be at most just built. Like you can't have done like any major work to it. So obviously that's a no go.
What about a Gyanko wearing an eye patch?
Sure, that's okay. That's fine. So basically, biggest thing, you have to start with a mono eye kit, and it has to finish with a mono eye. So you can't fucking take like a Zazabi and do some crazy shit to it and give it twin eyes and be like, here, that's what I no. You gotta fucking start with the mono eye and finish with the mono eye. All right?
You sound very militant about that. Has this happened in the past?
Yes.
Actually, yes, I did it.
You said what?
I did that. I turned the Marasai into a twin eye.
Terrible. Just terrible. Oh, I didn't realize I was entering into chat. I was cleaning off a key.
Sisweed counts.
And now Futu's being stupid. Yes, what if I buy a Zazabi and give him a mono eye?
What if I give Ham a mono eye?
Don't threaten him.
Define
What a stupid thing.
By start, it has to be a mono eye kit. So like off jump, it has to be a mono eye kit. The whole point is you have to start with a mono eye and finish with a mono eye. The idea is to live with the mono eye, not avoid it. Sly.
I'm not participating.
Oh,
No, I knew that was gonna happen.
If I'm going to participate, it's going to be like a Kasatria or something. That's a mono eye, right?
Yes. So yeah, that's the contest. We wanted something like not too vague, but not too restrictive, because I've seen how that works with you people.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, all you stinky.
Your race.
Yikes! It's mean.
Like, no, I know once we get specific, people just go, "Oh, I can't figure anything out." That happens every time. Every time. Oh, I can't figure anything out. So it's just like, all right, I'll give you broad, but I'll still be kind of specific. Oh no, you can kit bash whatever you want into the mono eye as long as the mono eye is there. It's just the base suit has to be the base suit has to be the mono eye. Like that has to be the focus. You can't like say I used Kshatriya and I don't know what the fuck is it.
Put a strike head on it.
Right. You know, stuff like that. So yeah. So that's the contest. You know, it's real simple. We'll
How long do we have to do it?
It'll probably be about 3.5 months.
Wait, Ham. What if I start with the Kshatriya and end with the Kshatriya, but with the visor?
No.
No?
No.
But
No.
okay.
What if I start with a Kshatriya, put twin eyes in, then remove the twin eyes and add a new mono eye?
What?
Okay, so all right. Okay, so Beebs is asking about the Momoka. This was in my mind when I was thinking about this. I am willing to give exceptions for the rules. If you're gonna turn into a mono eye, I will definitely let you use it. I'm okay with it. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's see. Met asked, what if I use a GM which happened to have a mono eye but has a visor over it? I move the visor and I already answered this. No.
No, I think what he's saying is if he took the visor off and added a proper mono eye underneath it.
Then that defeats the purpose.
But could you do it?
No. Because then that defeats the purpose. There's no point in the mono eye contest then. We just make it the whatever contest. What if the suit was one giant mono eye? Then you would win the contest, Futu. That's it.
Do you guys have gobstoppers in the United States?
Willy Wonka shit?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
You ever look at that and think, kind of looks like a mono eye?
Before the contest starts, there's going to be a more clear-cut version of the rules.
Probably.
Yes. Don't worry about like the rules right now. We're not even starting yet.
But I mean, it's against the spirit of the contest to take, you know, the thing you want to build anyway and just give it a mono eye that you can't even see. You know, I think the idea is to make it feel like something that Xion might have, you know.
That's right. And honestly, mono eye is not that restrictive. You can pretty much go wherever the fuck you want with it.
There's a lot of suits with mono eyes.
You're damn right. You don't even have to do Xion to do a mono eye. You could do Wing. You could do Titans. You could do Double O. Well, does Double O have mono eyes?
Yes, it does. The Tieran's a mono eye.
The one suit.
No, the flag is as well. The flag's a mono eye.
Is it?
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's got.
like a
No, it does. It's got a mono eye up at the top. It has a mono eye, and you are wrong.
That is technically true. But yeah, you can pretty much go. We'll figure out the grays. I'll decide on the grays being a mono eye or not. That's iffy. That's like, for me, that's more of a visor with an eye behind it. But no, the Jinx 4 is not a mono eye. That is not a mono eye too.
That has 4 eyes.
4 eyes.
That's the opposite of a mono eye.
Looking at the flag, it has 2 eyes.
No, that's the GN flag.
Oh.
The regular flag has 2 eyes. No, 1 eye.
You seem to be confused.
I'm always confused.
Well, from Wing Jin, you can use the Maganak. The Maganak is... No, you're not limited to one mono eye. You can use whatever the fuck you want. Just make sure it's mono eye. That's all I care about. And you can mix other things into it. That is also fine. That is perfectly fine. You're not limited to one mono eye. A mono eye is a mono eye.
Is a Grays a mono eye?
No.
Why? It has 1 eye!
It has a visor.
A Grays?
Yes.
Grace doesn't have a visor.
Yes, it does.
That doesn't serve as a camera. That just covers the mono eye.
That's a sensor.
That's just a sensor?
Yeah.
No. What? No. No.
It's got one big eye.
I know.
You know what I'd like? Imagine if the Greys opened its iPod and there was just like a human eyeball in there, and it was all sticky.
Seems like something that would be in Ava.
Grazes should be fair game.
The greasy Greys.
I would say maybe not the Reginlays because it's got like 3 eyes.
Yeah, definitely not the Reginlays. We got free peepers to peep.
Ham is deliberating. He's very focused.
The thinker.
I shall make a decision about the Greys at a later date. But yeah. Cubulate. No. Unfortunately for you, the Cubulate has 2 eyes.
Even in its bad animation cells, it does have 2 eyes always. Is the Zack a flipper or a mono eye? Yes, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
It just has the scope over its eye. That's all.
This is an odd contest with almost no restrictions except for the biggest restriction ever. Like, there's so many things you could pass off as a mono eye.
Does the Hambrabi count? Yes, it does, because it has 5 mono eyes.
That's right.
Dude, Sly's sitting over there going, do strike Gundams count?
No.
They have 2 mono eyes.
No.
But yeah. Listen, y'all figure it out. I'm not conforming to your needs. You'll work it out. I'm sure you'll figure something out, and if you don't, you won't participate. Simple as that. So,
all right, guys, we'll see you for the next contest.
You can build anything Xeon. People wouldn't participate.
yeah.
No, but that doesn't work.
You said what?
That doesn't work.
What?
Just using Xeon suits to
No,
participate.
Xeon suits that don't have mono eyes. Cubulate being a prime example.
Mm.
So,
have you seen that picture of the Cubulate with its head armor taken off, and it's got 2 horrific eyes underneath?
no, I don't wanna.
I'll post it in chat.
I don't want to. I'll post it in chat.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely it's y'all figure it out. I'm sure you'll make it work. I think most people will make it work. It'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you'll be all right.
Yeah, and it has 2 tiny eyes next to its 1 eye.
What?
The flag.
Oh.
That's the G flag.
Why?
The picture you posted, they're right there. It has 1 big camera and 2 little cameras.
Oh yeah. So it does. And it has an angry eye that looks very different though.
Very upset. That's actually the Grey's Iron's eye.
Oh, Grey's Iron.
So good.
It
Perfect.
was so good.
All right, moving on. Before anyone can tell me the Grey's Iron isn't good.
Gabaldi is fine. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it. Other thing, if you're participating, the tournament starts on Wednesday. It will see if it starts. Because at this point, it's been so long, I think a couple of us have forgotten.
Yeah, I'm sure Chewy will post the rules on the 1st of the month.
Well, the rules are posted. I mean, it's just a matter of us doing matches. But I don't know how well organized we'll be just because it's been a while. So we'll see how that goes.
Gonna need a serious hype injection for this to take off. Chewy.
Ham's wife, she has a mono eye. You will win 200%. Thank you, Futu.
What?
You heard him.
All right.
Futu's content sort of varies between like quite witty observations and absolute nonsense.
But that's what makes him great.
Galbaldi is good. I like the Galbaldi.
And then last thing, Joe, go.
All right, I am holding and sponsoring an event for BFS starting tomorrow and ending on the 5th. That is April 29th to May 5th.
Damn, that's it?
It's a week, 1 week. I'm calling this The Hunt. And basically, the person who racks up the most kills during this time period in BFS wins a prize. Simple as that. I will be posting an announcement with a Google document. You post your name, the suit you destroyed, who owns that suit, and the date you killed it on. The only requirement for you to enter, besides being US based, because I'm not sending a high grade to Uganda because it's going to cost too much.
I live in Uganda and I'm offended.
The requirements to participate in the hunt are you need to be US based and you have to have built the custom. That's it. You can't use a rental to rack up kills.
And now nobody will enter.
A couple people will, and this contest is for the people who participate and build customs and battle them. There's been a bunch of them recently, and this is who that's catering to. So I'm going to post details on that right now. It starts tomorrow.
All right, there you go. I mean, yeah, that's it. That's really it. Matt makes a good point that it might interfere with the tournament.
I don't see why. Those kills count.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, as long as you got those kills with a custom you built, which is a requirement for the tournament anyway.
I guess the reason he's not wrong, because if most of the time in the room is spent on the tournament matches, then you're not going to be able to get a match in to do that. You know?
Well, I mean, you got to schedule your matches with the other team and when they're available. But in the meantime, if there's other fights, like fights don't take very long. A match can take 20 minutes, you know? And then you get in, you get your kill, and you get out.
All right. I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's really it. That's the podcast.
Let's take a moment to think about the people we've lost. Hero, Tenta.
Sometimes me.
No, Futu. Cyclops from the X-Men is a visor suit, not a mono eye.
Cyclops was the worst Gundam.
No one likes Cyclops.
Yes.
And that signals the end of the podcast.
Thank you very much for joining. Today was a mess, as usual.
A fun mess.
A fun mess, yeah. A fun mess. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you next
Please,
time.
before we leave, can we please leave on the end of the Cubile with its head off?
Oh, God. Where's the picture?
Put it in main chat.
I don't want to see this horrible monstrosity. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't like it.
I like it a lot. It looks like something out of crystal.
Oh,
It looks like Ridley.
What?
It's just Ridley.
It does look like Ridley.
look at this.
What?
Beep.
Beep, beep. And be pterodactyl.
He screamed.
I don't like this. Get it out of here.
It's great.
There's Tiny Man.
Queeb Life for Smash.
Excellent.
Bye,
Terrible.
everybody.
Goodbye.